about them. Sorry about that, YouTube. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. You can't even see me. Look, I'm just hiding behind my Photoshop. Hello, YouTube. Hello, welcome. You've not missed much. I mean, you missed a bit. Sorry about that. We've started again. Season 5 failed yesterday. New season. Got a new person. Mistress Golsum starting in the middle of the world. The Wanes. There we go. Oh, anyway, welcome. Hello, 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 YouTube. I hope you're all very well today. Gosh, what this is why you tell you what, honestly, do join us here on Twitch, where I at least remember to turn something on before I start screaming into the void. Okay, so let's save for web. All right. Okay. That's looking okay. Quite a nice texture, isn't it? The nice deserty texture. Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. Good. Right, let's press on. Let's press on. Mistress Golsum. Ah, the outlaws. Okay, shall we progressive reform, you say? The progressive reformers of the progressive reformers. I think that is an excellent name for our little band. That's the short name. Progressive reformer. There we go. Map color hot pink. Thank you very much. And finish. There we go. Mistress Golsum of the Progressive Reformers, a witch dwarf. Your witch with your witch's spells. Now, who are our friends? Banu. Oh, thank you so much, Steelwinger. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm still a little bit disorientated from the unmitigated disaster that was yesterday, so thank you very much. Banu, 30-year-old Banu, my courtier, a righteous opportunist, good prowess, good monetary chops, and Davud, slightly, oh God, he looks like Keanu, doesn't he? We got Davud, my champion. He is a hang on, is he my champion, but he's not actually as tough as Banu? Yeah, Banu is actually tougher than my bodyguard. Okay. So Davud, my champion. Old John Wick there. If anything, he's even more financially blessed. So that's nice. So it's just the three of us. The three of us in Orguz. I'm trying to think, where is this in modern day then? Is it a Stan? Or is it Russia? I'm just a little bit curious. Let me just have a quick look to see exactly where it is that we are starting in the modern day. So where are we? We are between, what's this, the Caspian Sea and whatever the hell that is. That would be, oh good, I was a little bit right then. Thank goodness for that. We are starting in modern day Kazakhstan. There we go. We are Kazakhs. Now we know, right? Starting from Kazakhstan. Marvellous. I've got all my Kazakhstan material lined up from my deep, deep knowledge of the area and its customs. Good. Okay, so day one. We've got money to earn. Available camp purpose. Become explorers, travel speed, finds more transport contracts, more diplomacy contracts, martial contracts. I don't really want any of those, really. I want become scholars with stewardship contracts. Yeah, we do want more stewardship contracts because money, if and when, hopefully, we do land ourselves, we're going to need a lot more money than we had last time. So, here's our camp. One small pavilion. We've got 81 quid, which will keep rattling around in our pockets just for the moment. We've got criminal contracts available. They are very lucrative. And we are a fugitive, apparently. So we've started. Oh, look at her face in a book. Faces in a book already. We are starting off as fugitives. Okay, good start. And we've got a criminal confidence tricking contract. Oh, we've got mugging. We could just start with some mugging, actually. Why not? Why not? Let's start as we mean to go on and just from day one, rough up some passers-by. Right, just before we do that, I'm going to go and get myself a glass of delicious water. The wheels of my chair have wrapped themselves around the exact same cable they wrapped around yesterday when I brought everything crashing to the floor. So I've learnt nothing. Needs sorting out. Okay, right. Let's just start mugging people. Start as we mean to go on. We'll take the contract. A small group travels faster. At least we're not ostentatious. Oh, we're travelling. Oh, okay, we're travelling quite far for the mugging. Shortly after dawn, a small gaggle of travellers appear on the horizon. At their front is Neslihan, at least according to my scouts, leading the rest along their winding way. Though their leading woman...
A woman?
Though their leading woman wears finer clothing than most of the rest of her throng, it's clear that ultimately she's a virtual nobody. Whatever coin she has on her is likely all the money she has in the world. Progressive reformers only await my signal to attack. That Pope news is out of date. In fact, why don't we... No, he doesn't count. He doesn't count because he's the Pope. He's the Pope that we already have. Sorry. I am wittering. Awaiting a new Pope. There we go. Charge these fools. Well, that's the idea, isn't it? Charging them. Hold! Hold! We'll attack after nightfall. A successful ambush. Excellent. Travelling through the sometimes harsh environments has invigorating effects on at least my state of mind and vigour. I have a look at Davard. Oh dear. Oh dear. We're only a few days. We're only a few days on the road, and Davard is suffering. I think I know a cure. Oh, good. We cured Davard. Okay. So the story so far, we've mugged some passers-by and I've cured Davard of his illness. Right. This morning we spot a distant train of people. They're nothing more than itinerant... Well, it looks like the same one. They're nothing more than itinerant wanderers. The only wealth they have is what they can carry and what their good name might be able to secure in gifts. The progressive reformers only await my signal to attack. We'll attack after nightfall. Another successful ambush. Banu, oh dear. Banu is in charge of our food supplies and sheepishly revealed our provisions are now all but useless, having been poorly stored. Patches of mould cover the bread and produce, and we've quickly used up our remaining dried food. The party grows hungry. Nature will provide for us. The desert is famously full of rich edible food. We'll be fine. So that was a 6% chance that we were going to die just then. See if we can make this season even shorter. Ditch! I hear Banu shout out in panic. Soon thereafter, I hear a loud cracking sound like that of wood breaking or of my patience finally snapping. I step out on the dirt to see the splintered remains of a wagon wheel. My wagon wheel! Just to let you know, just to remind you, I once heard a rumour from a friend of a friend of a friend that I choose to believe is true, that disgraced BBC presenter Greg Wallace used to demand in his dressing room a one of those sort of big multiple packs of the gelatin-based snack wagon wheels. The sort of boxes that you, if you were a shop, that you'd open them up and then you put the wagon wheels on the shelf. A box of wagon wheels. He would demand a factory fresh box of wagon wheels sealed so he could open it and eat the first wagon wheel out of the box and then give the box back to someone else. It's one of those stories that's so incredibly specific and believable. I just choose to believe it's true. Come at me, Greg. Come at me. Friend of a friend of a friend. See if you can wriggle your way out of that testimony. I'm sorry, leader. It was my turn as a lookout and I fell asleep at the reins. Shit, we're going to be late. Language. So we're currently making our Oh, it's Gaius Baltar. This morning we sight a distant train of people. At their front is Shapper. Should we attack them after nightfall? Yeah, go for it. A successful ambush. As we continue through Dekcha, so we've basically just mugged 3 lots of people so far. As we continue through Dekcha, my starts holding a grudge. My eye catches an elaborately decorated tomb. Oh god, yeah. Go tomb raiding. My party is caught. We are now grave robbers. Ah well. I've travelled far from home. Have you? And ice-cold winds are far behind. Though at first the changing climate was... Oh, what ice-cold winds are you talking about? Okay, anyway. Though at first the changing climate was pleasant and wondrous for my complexion... my skin has started to turn crimson. And water goes through me like sand through a sieve. Ugh. Bit of the old fizzy brown gravy there. The water is cooling and invigorating and helps greatly to offset this heat exhaustion, but it simply isn't enough. Sun, do your worst, or I need water. I need water. You stole a cooling sip of water. Fine. I'm fine with that. I should probably go out with Keanu, shouldn't I? Or at least have sex with Keanu. Who says travel is harsh, difficult and dangerous? From the point of view of progressive reformers, it seems rather easy, a fairly profitable endeavour. With our saddle bags weighed down by coin, we gladly, if suspiciously, arrive in Kurtish, our spirits high and our purses fat. Let us simply hope that none of our victims catch up to us before we leave. Okay, lovely stuff. That is 156 quid already. Now, Keanu, do you want to get married and fill my belly with children? Our journey to Mangitstow Orgoods has unfortunately brought us directly through the wastelands of Igdi. Oh my god, not the wastelands of Igdi. We were not prepared to undertake this long stretch without a single source of water. You haven't brought any water. And many of my companions have begun to look as awful as dried carrots. I need to do something, and fast. My champion Davard drinks like a horse, no more. What does that mean? It means I'm cruel to him. Don't know what that means, but it's weird. We need to push on. You gain dehydrated. Okay.
He thinks the game is cruel.
He does.
I've heard the game explained as many things,
I know.
described in different ways. I've never heard anyone say it's cruel.
I
What
know.
made you marry a wimp?
She's a real piece of work, Noel. Supply tent. Yeah, you probably need one of those. Okay, so we are currently fugitives in Kazakhstan. Hey, we found a... Well, is it a wolf boy or a desert boy? Brilliant! I've got a free air. As we travel through the wildlands of Sebzen, I find myself with the distinct feeling of being watched. Hiding, I see a frail, dirty boy. Dirty boy. Is it a masculinity podcast by any chance? A member of our caravan informs me that locals say these lands are haunted by someone they call Ridvan, who is said to have been raised far away from human society by a wolf. Yeah, those famous desert wolves. Actually, there probably is. Is there such a thing as a desert wolf? Desert wolf. The Arabian wolf. Well, hush my mouth. Okay, there's loads of wolves in the desert. Well, I've learnt something. Apparently the poor creature has taken fascination with us and has even started to speak some basic Shaz Turkic, although not to any meaningful proficiency. Right, we've got a wolf boy. I'll train him. Ridvan becomes my ward. Ditch! I hear Davard shout out in panic. We're going to be late. Right, I've got a little ward, have I? Relationships. Here he is. Ridvan, son of wolves. I think we're going to rename... Oh, no, we can't rename you. Well, if you're the son of wolves, my son, we should dress you appropriately. My little wolf boy. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. You know, some rags. Okay. I could marry him. I could do a Woody Allen and marry my adopted child. That's a bit weird, isn't it? That's a bit weird. How did you meet Dad? Mum, how did you meet Dad? Oh, well, he was 6 and wandering through the desert, so I had to have him. No, I think we will have good old Davard. Here we go. He can give us some beautiful Keanu-looking children. My husband. We married Master Davard. There we go. There we go. Let's raise a family. Better get on with seducing him then. Now we're married. Okay. I also think that's something else we probably did wrong when we were the Bunny Balladeers. She was waiting to get married and then waited a very long time, and I think we could have got through quite a few men in the time that it took her to get to her first one. Okay, so murder. A murder contract. Well, I'm fine with that as well. We can do murder or we can do diplomacy. Well, there, you know, it's not a. Let's get our hands nice and bloody. Banu, my courtier, you can be in charge of our travel. We should scout for talent. You're absolutely right. Right, let's go and do a murder contract. We need to push on. Right, who are we killing? I don't need it to be slow. Just to get Aladdin. Oh dear. Just to get Aladdin delivered to Erlich's embrace so I can stop thinking about him. Are we clear? I nod. There's a lot left unsaid. Why he wants this man dead, what's binding his hands from more common methods, but that's none of my business. One life cut short and it's payday. Excellent. Let's get on with our task. Right. Assassin, Banu, and husband Davud. I can't get my kid as a lookout or anything. No, that's a shame. Okay. Right, consider him murdered. It's a living. You know, we've all got to make our way somehow, haven't we? The campfire crackles. I mean, you told me to do it, so I'll do it. Oh, John. I need to get that. I need to get John saying that, don't I? I am saying it a lot. The campfire crackles. I just want to get it lined up for next time.
Hello, it's John Virgo here. This is a request for Snooker Lillythorn. Not my song. Mine was from Big Break. It's only a game.
So I think if I can, where's that then? I'll stop it here then.
But you've asked me to do it, so I'll do it.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good one. We'll need that. Good. That's lined up for next time. Do you have a place for a man of Tengri? Who's this? He smiles at me, hopefully dirty clothes rustling in the stiff breeze. A wandering shaman. Yeah, we could do with a shaman. We are forever people, after all. Sis, stay a night and tell us your stories. No. Come on, he's got other plans. He didn't want to stay with us. Okay. Oh no, Shepherdess Ume is after us. Not the shepherdess. We're in trouble now. Oh, hang on. I need to do a quick Pope check. So I'm not counting this Pope. It's Pope Nicholas. We all know what the deal is with Pope Nicholas. He'll be dead soon and he's not hot. So when he dies, well, you'll be the first to find out. Okay. I think we're only a few years away from Pope Lando. That's the best. I was looking through the names of popes to try and find out what the best, what my papal name would be if and hopefully when I'm called up. I would be Pope Lando II, obviously. Lando I was Pope for about a week, I think. I bask in the desert sun, enjoying but a moment's peace in this hectic lifestyle I've chosen for myself. But then the sound of snapping wood, a scream, and the splash of water bring my heart to a sink. Is that a phrase? I see my caravan leader Banu stood beside the soggy, splintered remains of our water barrel. Oh, right. Oh, we've lost our water, have we? Is that going to be a problem in the desert? Apparently, she dropped it onto some sharp rocks while unloading, and now the last of our water supply is soaked deep into the sand. Great. Okay. It's time we started recycling. Oh, okay. So because I'm eccentric, I'm going to tell my camp to drink their own piss. They're fine with that, by the way, and there were no ill effects. Oh. Ended our scheme to murder Aladdin. What happened to Aladdin? I know how to rough folks up real good, I am at it too. Knocked the stable master out in one punch during last night's brawl, I did. My skills can serve you well. Oh, wow, he's amazing. I'll happily pay for you. I can pay you in food and clothes. Oh, what a fella this is. Look at that face. Oh, yes. Good outfit as well. Oh, beautiful profile. Oh, yeah. Oh, here's our guy. He can rough some people up for us. Fantastic. Oh, I can lawfully imprison my bodyguard. Why? Oh, because he's a witch. Well, I've got a bit of a secret for him. By the way, if you can hear what sounds like a leaf blower revving over and over and over again, that's exactly what you can hear. It's not a noise on the microphone. It's just a guy being paid to make leaves spin gracefully in the air. Yeah, I'll forgive him for being a witch. Okay. So I take it that murder didn't happen since we've just run away. Okay, we just got bored of that contract, apparently. Fine. What's this? Confidence trickster. That seems a bit diplomatic. Maybe we should... How very neutral of you. Maybe we should... Oh, we should gather provisions, shouldn't we? Please, not nettle soup again. With my snares, I shall feed us all. Oh, I didn't do too badly, actually. Okay. We've got a supply tent. Baggage train. Provisions capacity. Travel speed. Yes. Let's get all this basic camp shit done. Right, should we move our camp? We should probably move away from the angry shepherdess, who's not wildly pleased with us. Shepherd Ayaz. Okay, let's go and meet Shepherd Ayaz. Oh, look at that beautiful hot pink caravan. What graceful motion. Right, here we are. Anyone got any contracts for me? No? No one? All right, shall we visit? Let's visit the herder holding. The local augurs people regularly gather in the herder holding of Koshugal in order to trade and gossip. We should mingle. I wouldn't mind hearing a story or two. Let's see who's up for recruitment. Now, who's up for recruitment? We've got Sirin. We've got Sirin here. Oh, she's very learned. She's 70. Oh, no, we can't afford any of these dickheads. Oh, Banu's having a good time. Banu falls into a small jig as a dwelling troubadour wraps up a local folk song. I leisurely observe the dance as I ponder what's next on my agenda. Nice one, Banu. She's having a good time. Let's head back. The elder might have something for us. The elder Dilek looks at me with a friendly gaze. What have we got? Organisation, stewardship contracts. Let's have some stewardship contracts. Here we go. Raise building. Oh! I'm attending the dance, not simply because I'm the lady of the tent, but because I want to see Master Davard there. He looks resplendent. And when we finally have a moment to ourselves, I offer my suggestion. Let's see what's Davard, what's Kiani going to be into. He is cynical, diligent and content. Yeah, well, join me in the circle for the next dance, my lord. I sit by the supply tent, letting the sounds and smells of the camp wash over me. It's very different from a life within the safe walls of a palace. So very different. The freedom is easy to enjoy. No obligations, no counsellors yapping, no dignitaries to entertain, none of the downsides of the trappings of power. Best to keep my options open. Yeah, I'm less inclined. I think in the last game, I was rushing to get land as quickly as possible. I'm slightly less inclined to rush because, again, I think we took on too much too quickly and made life unnecessarily difficult for ourselves. Master Davard and I spun across the floor together, turning heads as he laughed to his heart's content. What an evening we had with my husband. Are we not going to this contract then? Off we go. Travel to accept, that's right. So we're raising a building, which is very different from raising a building. Okay. It is important to get these details right. The plan for Beg Cunyad's construction are perhaps a little lacking in forethought. That's how it looks to my band and me. Little wonder that his draftsman ran into issues. Was he using ChatGPT? That shouldn't be a problem. Let's just get on with our task. Okay. A draftsman. Tunga, my bodyguard Tunga. Oh, Tunga. Hello, mate. He's quite a draftsman. You wouldn't know it to look at him. My husband can be a supplier, although that doesn't seem to have done much good. And Banu can be Banu the bailiff. What does being a bailiff involve? Just enforcing what's written, right? So Banu's the enforcer, Tunga's the draftsman, and Davard is the supplier. Maybe can we get Tunga married to what's her face, to Banu? Yeah, it'd be like a double date. These land estates are the ones you look back on fondly. Who needs admin? Yeah, the only problem is that they it does get a little bit repetitive, but us being out in the desert is good. There we go. We're two couples now, wandering around together. Tunga and Banu, and me and Davard. There we go. Can grant Davard a court position. He could be an excellent quartermaster. Good for him. In fact, let's have a look at the quartermaster. Personal physician, that'll be your Tunga. My second in command, that'll be Davard, obviously. The stooge could be Davard as well. Does he get paid? No, he doesn't get paid. Bodyguard. Oh, okay. I did think Tunga would be my bodyguard, but okay, perhaps not. Right. What are we doing? Oh, we're raising a building, which is different from raising a building. Okay. Not a huge amount to... You're a modest woman, Gulsum, but I do not like you that way, says Master Davard and rolls his eyes. Only Tengri knows what the future might hold for us. I'm sorry. He doesn't love us. He doesn't love us. Pretty bleak. We're not loved. Gulsum is not loved. Oh yes, of course, husband. That was very foolish of me to think that we could have fun together. Okay, it's good to know. It's good to know where you stand with people, isn't it? Right, let's raise this building. Let's execute this scheme and seize the moment. There are some finely appointed buildings in Akatik, just not ours. Given the leaning, the shoddy materials, the protruding timbers. So architecture not one of our strong points then. Not to mention either of the fires during construction. We're lucky to not be facing criminal charges. That's quite a review, isn't it? Still, that could change along with his whims at any time, which means we'd better leave. Back to the wilds. Okay, so architecture, not so mugging wealthy citizenry. Well, I say that. I think we're just mugging nomads. Mugging nomads, yes. Building houses, no. You must be strong and resist these temptations. Just because you're a terrible architect and your husband doesn't love you, no excuse to mope. Okay. All right. That's not working. Anything else? Anything else worthy of our consideration around here? I don't think so. Let's pack up and head to the next town then. Start moving our camp. Off we go. Ned, off we go. Off we go. And this is going to be some, well, there'll be some water here at least. Okay. Oh, criminal contract. Oh, good. Mugging. Right. Back to what we know. Who's that lurking in the corner? Thug. My Banu, my caravan master, is up for some thuggery. Tunga, my physician. And Master David is the lookout. David, sorry, is the lookout. Prey on the citizenry. Oh, prey is such a emotive word. Lovely. Okay, let's mug. Let's mug away. Fortunately for David and Tunga, their common interest in rising early and toiling with dedication, I hate both those things, has proven to be a strong bonding agent. Laughing and joking together at camp and riding alongside one another on the road is becoming an increasingly common sight. Oh, I see, David. I see. Is that why you're not interested in me, is it? Getting on with Tunga. Well, great. No, I'm very happy for him as long as he's happy. The existence of my plot to prey on the citizenry has been discovered. While my involvement is not known, it's going to be more difficult. Oh dear. People are, I mean, there must be a lot of red-haired witch dwarves around here, so it could be anyone. Knives out. Let's do this quiet but clear. Okay. With the evening's work almost done, my agents and I mull whether to head home a little early. A conversation decided for us by the arrival of a promising-looking Mark. I recognise him as Kachug, a local magnate of some small wealth. Knives out. Are we going to stab him? Oh no, we're just going to intimidate him with the knives, which is fine. He flees before we can corner him. Okay. All right, that's going badly. So far, it's all going badly, but okay, that's fine. That's fine. There are going to be struggles. I'm sure we'll find someone else. Knives out. Let's do this. No, all right. Shadow him and cut his purse quietly. Yeah, give it a go. Nice. Good. Tunga isn't coping well with life's hardships right now. What, this isn't the life of honour and chivalry that he was dreaming of? Golden obligations, we can demand... Oh, camp tax. Don't know what camp tax is, but... John Inman working for HMRC or something. Oh, our scheme's been breached again. Our scheme of waving knives in people's faces and demanding money. Who's leaked the details? Knives out. Let's do this quiet but clear. The man flees. Yeah, we're not the greatest muggers. shadow him and cut his purse quietly. He notices and runs. This is just pratfalling. While out on a leisurely stroll, the cry of a particular merchant stands out from the regular hustle and bustle of the street. Greetings, mistress. I have an exquisite assortment of wares. The detail of this bauble intrigues me. Won't haggle? My haggling skills are poor. I've become an owner of the marble sceptre of Jira. That sounds surprisingly elaborate. The marble sceptre of Jira. All right, what does that do for me? Improves my prowess and my learning. Good. Lady, I find myself ill at ease in these lands. I'd hoped that so worldly a woman as yourself might prove willing to take in a homeless rabbinist. Yes, of course. Of course. Okay, Mordecai. We've taken Mordecai on the adventure of a lifetime. Mordecai is a great outfit. That's a strong look, Mordecai. I like it. They Julian declaring it. That's good, yes. I just thought of another one, but it's really homophobic, so I won't be saying that. Right, hello, Mordecai. Probably should have married you, shouldn't I? He's good at the old diplomacy. All right, then. Do you want a court position? Do you want to be my head porter? Would you also like to be a truly terrible bodyguard? Brilliant. Thank you, Mordecai. Oh no, Mordecai's got rid of his excellent hat. That's a shame. Okay. How's the mugging going? Are we still... Oh, we're still at it, are we? Okay, a 66% chance. Oh, actually, we can get Mordecai involved in this scheme. That helps. Okay, all right, fine. Execute scheme, seize the moment, failure. Despite our best intentions, it seems Beg Yavdi is quicker at resolving his problems of petty criminals than progressive reformers are at capitalising on him. Well, we're forced to sneak out before the law catches up to us. We'll find richer pickings elsewhere. Very well. That was a shame. All right. That didn't work either. What have we got here? We've got a 2-star confidence trickster scheme. Now, I don't think we're in any way equipped to succeed at this, but what the hell? Let's bite off more than we can chew. Oh, talking about biting off more than you can chew, you remember I mentioned I applied to UNICEF? I got some feedback. I have not got the job, but I got slight weird feedback. They gave me graphs to show how far away I was from getting the job. So they've given me, it's like a kind of, you can't quite see it. Oh, if I turn off the light, maybe. There you go. I don't know if you can see. So this is where on the graph, the top one's where my answers were. Right down the middle. I gave very yellow answers. That is apparently the average answer. So the average answer was slightly of a poorer quality than mine, but the top job, the candidate that got the job, they achieved a very strong green. They achieved a very, very strong green in their answer. That's all the feedback I got. I didn't actually get any actual words from a human being about how my application could be improved. But it's good to know that I am about. Oops, it's good to know that I'm about a millimetre better than average. So I've got that to build on. At this point, I'm just grateful to get any kind of acknowledgement that I've applied to a job at all. That's the first. In fact, I can tell you that is the first piece of feedback I've even got for as long as I can remember. Usually, I'm just throwing these applications on what metrics. On red to green, these go to 11. Yeah, I'm grateful to just even get an acknowledgement that I even bothered to apply. Like I say, usually I just see these jobs go back up as soon as I apply to them. The metrics were low match to high match. No human looks. No, so listen to this. This is exactly what I think. Thank you for your application, Edward. This role received 224 applications. Your application was reviewed by the hiring team at UNICEF. While your application is unfortunately not the right match for the role at this time, it bloody was, by the way. I know this clearly it's not very convincing, but I could have done it. It was This is the one where I had to write about the values of the Carphone warehouse. Your responses were reviewed independently and anonymously, which sounds to me an awful lot like they've got a AI to read each question, but because AI has very poor ability to retain information, each question is assessed in isolation rather than in comparison to each other, because the AI isn't capable of doing that, would be my guess. And then, yes, it's given me the 5 questions that I answered, but the only question it's only given me feedback on that one question. And as I say, that is clearly an AI-based assessment of how I did. So, yeah, so I've got feedback that I can't in any way use, but at least it's nice to know that I was ever so slightly better than average. But I think we've got quite a long way to go until I have another job. Anyway, there you go. There's a little bit of employment news there. It's a shame. I would have really liked to have done that. It'd been good. I did say on that application that Roger Moore was one of my heroes, but obviously sucking up that way didn't work. Okay. I mean, it wasn't all I wrote. It was like a sort of fun, when you put a little fun bit at the end. Oh, I'm better than average in all of your hearts. Oh, thank you. Thank you. You're above average followers as well. Oh. Well, I hope everyone's having a slightly better than average morning. You're well into the yellow, well into the yellow area. Poor gullible little Cadum. He may be the Iltabar. Right. Oh, that's a leader. Okay. He may be the Iltabar, but he's no smarter than the average backwater tavern drunkard. Merely richer. Let's get on with our task. What's our oh, we're just defrauding him. Okay. Now, Mordecai. Okay, now Mordecai is absolutely up for being a shill. Tunga the thief. Yeah, Tunga the thief. Marvellous. Banu the thug or Banu the gabbler? I'm a gabbler, see? Ready, aim, fire. Master Davard, my husband who doesn't love me, can join in as well. Okay, so that's an 86. You can catch Merv Griffin lurking near the UNICEF elevators. Always just love to kill. Really enjoy it. Yeah, I tried to get Merv. I tried to get Merv Griffin lurking in the corner saying, I've always loved to kill. I really enjoy it. But sadly, it's a cutaway to Steve Martin at that point, so I can't really do it.
You're the elevator killer. Merv Griffin.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I've always just loved to kill. I've really enjoyed it. But then I got famous and just too hard for me. I mean, so many witnesses. I mean, everybody recognized me. I couldn't even lurk anymore. I'd hear, who's that lurking over there? Isn't that Merv Griffin? So I came to Europe to kill. And it's really worked out very well for me. Till now.
I could probably get most of that. He's got his little. Is it just I've always just loved to kill? I really enjoy it. It's on the.
No, I've always just loved to kill.
Yeah, that's
I've
it.
really enjoyed it.
Oh, maybe I could.
Why?
I don't know.
I tell you what, I could just play the audio and then he could pop up afterwards, couldn't he?
No, I've always just loved to kill.
And then he could pop up.
I've really enjoyed it. But then I got famous and just too hard for me. I mean, so many witnesses. I mean, everybody recognized me.
Yeah, you need to cut that down a bit,
I
though.
couldn't even lurk anymore. I'd hear, who's that lurking over there? Isn't that Merv Griffin? So I came to Europe to kill. And it's really worked out very well for me. Till now.
Remember, Merv Griffin is still at large. That's the message at the end of the... Spoilers for the end of Man of Two Brains. The text at the end warns that Merv Griffin is still at large. Look out for him. Okay, where were we? Okay, sorry, I really had better get on with this game. Why?
Again. But you've asked me to do it, so I'll do it.
Okay, it's tough to describe what's so appealingly intimate about the low buzz of a camp settling in for the evening. Check on our stores. Yeah, let's just check that our stores are acceptable. Really enjoyed it. Our eventual goal. Just remind I've only remembered the existence of that. It was a really bad George Clooney film, but a really weird book. Is it? What's it called? The Confessions. It's the American game show host who presented what we know as Blind Date, but I think it's called The Dating Game. He wrote a book, an autobiography, where he made out that he was basically a sort of CIA assassin. And it's a series of really gruesome descriptions of various assassinations he committed while also being the host of The Dating Game. Was it Confessions of a... I've got it here. So I read that book on my honeymoon. I didn't know that it was... I don't know why I didn't know that I didn't know if I still don't know if it's supposed to be legit or a big joke. I assume that he always just pretended that he was genuinely a killer for the CIA. But I've only just remembered that it's just about how much he loved to kill. Like I say, he'd wrap up filming and then go out and shoot people in the mouth. And then write a book about it. What was it called? Anyway, sorry, I've completely forgot that book even existed. I read it on my honeymoon. Sorry, right, back to the game. Da 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 da. The scheme defraud Italbar Cadum gained irritation. Oh dear, he's irritated of us. He has his court and I have mine. The difference is where Cadum's retainers are content to live off its largesse, my followers are determined to help me help myself to a little of that same wealth. Oh yes, we're defrauding him. To the storehouse, Davard. My officer wins through. We've got 15 quid and 375 little apples out of that bit of defrauding. Okay. Oh, I suppose we do need the apples. We're down to half apples. Chuck Barris. The Dating Game and the Newlywed Game. Confessions of a Dangerous Mind. There we go. There we go. He presented the Gong Show and then wrote a book about murdering people. That's right. In 1984, Barris wrote an autobiography, Confessions of a Dangerous Mind. In the book, he states that he worked for the CIA as an assassin in the 60s and 70s. He depicts killing 33 people. Barris wrote a sequel to Confessions of a Dangerous Mind in 2004 called Bad Grass Never Dies. The CIA denied Barris ever worked for them in any capacity. Very strange, man. Sorry, that was a strange diversion. We could probably find something. Your efforts of a restocking. Are we only? Oh my God! I don't think we're being unreasonable. Snarks the cook, who presumably drew the short straw in coming to speak to me. Lost out here in this featureless grass sea. Why would they ever admit to it? Well, I mean, yes, this is the. I'm pretty sure the first lesson in CIA school is when you shoot someone in the face. Government-sanctioned extrajudicial killings tend to be a little bit on the hush hush, don't they? Wary of the conversation already. I wonder which of us will break first. Yes, our provisions are a bit below where I'd like them, but there's little cause for such alarm. We'll probably find something. I wouldn't worry about it. There's going to be plenty of food out here in the desert. But yeah, the descriptions of the murders are incredibly visceral. Chuck Barris clearly, genuinely did love to kill, really enjoyed it, or at least likes thinking about it anyway, and then writing about it. If I did it, and the word "if" was in a different colour to the words "I did it." Each night, one fire becomes the hub of the camp's social activity, people coalescing around my inner circle to wag tongues and trade friendly barbs. Tonight is no exception. Look, all I'm saying, chortles Mordecai to the giggling of several other followers, is that poor Banu is ready for a fight any time, and that's a good thing. Better that the ugliest mugs around do the fighting. They have the least to lose. Well, Mordecai's a dick. A chorus of inebriated guffaws breaks out from the easily pleased onlookers, though it all seems to be wearing on the Banu. Shall I join in? Turn the tables on Mordecai, stepped over the line. She's about to say something deeply cancelable about Mordecai. Tell a joke of your own. 36% chance of success. No, just join in with the bullying. You stepped over the line. That's very relatable. Okay, are we not... So we are married to Davard, but we aren't going to get any kids from him? Would I be better off having sex with someone else? Such as... Who have we got to pick from? I could try... I mean, Tunga's a big boy, and he could give us some hideous children. Didn't... Oh, this is really grim. Didn't the Goldmans successfully sue O.J. Simpson over that book? Wasn't there a civil trial over that book? Because the... Oh gosh, I don't... Let's I don't know what I'm talking about. Citation needed on that one. What it is, every time I talk about O.J. Simpson, I just think about that Storyville, which is one of the more grim things I've ever seen. Right, let's seduce Mordecai, shall we? Let's see if he can put something in our belly. As we trudge down the road, a building hoves into view. The battered sign outside reads, "The Stinking Duck." No luck here tonight. We've barely got room for our current lodgers, let alone anyone. No room at the inn? I'm afraid I absolutely require lodging. Your hint is taken of a discount on top. Excellent. Okay. Are we still... I appreciate that there's long-term more money to be had when you trick it from willing hands. I know that and I understand it. Yet as I roam Cadam's court, looking at the wealthy so casually stored, not to mention poorly secured, I can't help but wonder if we can't just dip a little into alternative ways to earn. Surely walls are easily scaled. 71% chance of success of us coming back after dark and stealing a thing at night. What could go wrong? Hooray! Good. Good, good, good. We're doing all right. Now, can we convert this money into... to bigger tents? Yes, we can. Oh, do you know what I forgot to put on? I forgot to put on our beautiful coat of arms on the overlay. Let me just bung them on now. Fireball, a fireball. Do 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 do. Bum 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 bum. Good for the game. Grave robbing, eh? What could go? Oh, a small trinket. What's this? A eggshell gem. It reduces my prestige but increases my fertility. We definitely need... Hang on, where's my little wolf boy? How come we've forgotten about him? Where is he? My little ward. Why is he not running next to me? I was going to say running next to me barking, but as I've discovered from YouTube, wolves don't bark, they puff. Have opinions, will argue. A simple truism for any gathering of more than two people. There's decidedly much more than two such people in the progressive reformers. This fine evening there are two overlapping and rather loud discussions going on. One of rhetoric and fine politics with Mordecai, and one of history and philosophical wisdom with Tunga. Ooh, it's like the Late Show in here. Mordecai is interesting. Mordecai gained 20 opinion of me. I'm glad to have my husband, Master David, in on this endeavour. Master David, who doesn't love you. Oh, 80%. Here we go. Let's bring our defrauding scheme to a conclusion. Execute it with confidence and failure. Cadum is not as... That was an 80% of that one we just failed. Cadum isn't as slow as he looks. I don't know what gave the game away. A misplaced glance, a suspicious phrase, a smirk at the wrong moment, but he's on to us. There'll be no coin from this man and no more lodgings either. Unlike Cadum, I'm no fool and I can see when the winds have turned against me. My followers and I will hie away from Manatu within the hour. Okay, let's get the hell out of here. Busted. What's wrong? David asks as he sits down next to me with a concerned expression on his face. At first I don't know what to say, but as I start talking, it just comes out naturally. I keep thinking about all the decisions as of late. I can't help wonder if I should have done things differently. I don't know. I've known worse decisions. What about you? Maybe listening to his troubles will lighten my load. Uh-oh, Master Davard is getting ill. He's been bitten by a viper. Eventually, so I've finally opened up to Davard about my innermost problems. We're finally starting to bond, and now he's been bitten by a snake. It's clear the venom is taking its toll. Tunga can sort him out. Tunga can cure him. I believe in Tunga. See? Right, let's get the hell out of here. Let's bounce. Where are we going? Stick to the... Oh, look. Oh, is this some sort of capital? Let's go here. Itil. Here we go. Let's move to Itil. Travel planning. Don't really believe in planning. It starts snowing. Does it? Does it now? Right. It's snowing there, is it? Okay. Surely that's bollocks. Surely that's not right. Arabian wolves are now snow in the desert. Hang on. Average snowfall, Kazakhstan. Climate of Kazakhstan. And there won't be snow in Kazakhstan this Christmas time. Freezing cold winters. Oh, all right. The highest and lowest records are noticeable. In the north, the temperature can reach minus 45 degrees in winter. Yeah, that's pretty cold. That's pretty cold. Well, hush my expectations. Good one. It started to snow in the desert. That's an opportunity to rest. Morning brings report that a man-eating beast has struck again. Another follower butched. Most of the man's corpse found next to my pavilion where the large animal left him. Who? The sentries can't get a look at the dead. Who's dead? Is it just a sort of random corpse? I shall take its head, risking potential death in exchange for prestige. Okay, we might be looking at a season 6. We can't afford to wait another night to outrun the thing. Gathering my hunting party, I intend to end this, and to do so this very morning. The beast's tracks are barely perceptible, though they seem to be feline. Oh dear. After nearly an hour... So are we going to feed the cats, or is the cat's going to... Well, are we going to feed the cats, literally? After nearly an hour, we reach the base of a tall dune where footprints simply seem to vanish. A low hiss from behind prompts me to spin on my heel, where a large lynx... Oh, my lord. A large lynx. Don't do that. Eyes alight with unnatural cunning, pads into view. The creature, its trap spun, breaks into a sprint. Okay, I do have some regrets. Have at thee, beast. There's a 20% chance. 20% chance that this is the end of season 5. Go for it. Have at thee, beast. Hooray! The beast escapes. We gained the trait wounded. Has it been cured? Oh, we've lost the trait wounded. Good old Tunga. Woof! We gained 450 martial lifetime experience from being attacked by a lynx. Well, there we go. Good. Okay. Well, we've arrived in this nomadic holding. We should probably gather some provisions while we're here. We found nothing. All right, let's go into town and see what's what. This should be interesting. We should mingle with the locals. We could hear a story. Nice story. Yeah, great. Supplies are this way. Mordecai cracks his knuckles and looks at me, discreetly nodding in the direction of supplies, mumbling, "Care to make a distraction? I could move those for you for a small cut." I successfully convince the guy to give me 1,500 apples. Okay, lovely. Maybe I could sell some artifacts. No. It is warm, although not peak heat that is typical for this region. The workers and nobles move about their daily lives, etc. Okay, enjoying the soothing temperature. The elder might have something for us. Treasure hunt. I think they're a bit of a pain in the arse, the treasure hunts. I want to see Mordecai. Mordecai the diligent, impatient and gregarious. Perhaps I could provide you... join me in the circle for the next dance, my lord. What an evening me and Mordecai have had. Should have married Mordecai. The correct answer was Mordecai. Okay. Well, there's no work for us here either. It's all a little bit UNICEF around here. We'd better press on. Let's go up this way then. As the weather gets more clement, we will head north. 45 gold pieces. I don't know, where's our income coming from? From our domicile buildings. Oh, okay. So we just got people living with us, have we? As they pay their taxes. It's been days since the last camp was able to find steady water. Food a woman can do without for a time. A rumbling stomach can take weeks to kill you. Without water, though, with nowhere in sight to replenish and stores on the way running low, thirst threatens a far more rapid extinction. There must be something around here. Well, there was. Well, hey, there we go. We get to see our what we look like naked. There we go. My friend Mordecai waiting I find my friend Mordecai waiting eagerly. No sound has ever inspired such lust in me as the words he now whispers in my ear. Wonder what they could be. There's no hesitation, no delay, no time for gentleness. There is only my desire. I thought I knew how to quench this fire, but he only makes it burn ever stronger until it's greater than anyone I can stand against. Yes, with one last all-consuming kiss, it ends. I think that means it suddenly smells of linden trees. This moment will return in dreams for the rest of my life. Ooh! Pardon. He sure knew how to please a woman. This was too good to be a one-time thing. Come on, Mordecai. Fill me up. I seduced Mordecai and joined together in a night of fiery passion. Well, I live in the same camp as my husband. I doubt he's going to find out what's going on. Okay, so we are in a new holding. Let's go in and have a look. Let's hear a story. Good story. Enjoyed hearing that. Let's head back. We could get some supplies, I guess. Let's not do that. Diplomatic, righteousness, travelling, transport contracts. No, I can't be bothered with transport contracts. Okay, so is there still no work? This is the great Kazakh recession of 871. No, there is no more work. Okay, we will carry on heading west. Where should we go? Let's head this way then. Uvek. We should go and meet the Pope, shouldn't we? We should meet the Pope. Well, hey, right. What's this? Mug wealthy citizenry. A 2-star mugging contract. Awesome. Uvek seems to be experiencing a barrage of petty crime. Even just making our way into the city, we're able to count a dozen pickpocketings and 1 outright mugging. Let's get on with our task. Right, who's our best thug? Mordecai. Tunga the outcast. Banu the gabbler. And Davud the lookout. I do have a wolf boy, don't I? No, he's gone. Where did he... Where did my wolf boy go? Did I miss my wolf boy just buggering off? That must have happened a while back, because I never even noticed. Okay. The inn we passed had many beds. Yes, have a nice lie down. I'm sad about that. I'd have, you know, adopted him and all that. We still don't have an heir. If I die, it's game over again. Today's labour has already been quite profitable. This looks like Sherip, a courtier of Ertekin. Knives out. Let's do this quiet but clear. We intimidate him. We get 50 quid. Oh dear, I've agonised over it and the signs are clear. I am with child. It's no cause for joy, as I have no doubt it is my lover, Mordecai, who is the real father, rather than my husband, Davud. Drama. Could have an abortion. Could have an abortion. We won't. No one must ever know. I mean, I assume me and Davud have been physically intimate. I assume we've got that as a, Tunga, show this guy true fear. Oh. £85, so we can presumably build, yeah. A complete pamphlet on the locals of Saratau and their eccentricities. All right, not an exhaustive one, but words don't grow on trees. They must be laboriously copied letter by letter. Now, what to title this little wonder of learning? Am I writing a book? I am writing a book. Plants and animals, prose and poetry, people and places. People and places. Have I gained a book now? Have I... No. Just a vibe. Okay. Baggage train. Stewardship contracts. Plus 50%. Ooh, bartering grounds. So if we can get 216 quid, I can buy bartering grounds, and then our stewardship contract rewards will be plus 50%. That seems worth going after, doesn't it? Shadow him and cut his purse. Oh, he's run. We're so bad at this. We are so bad at crime. Tunga, show him true fear. Tunga triumphs. Great. Mordecai and Tunga, neither of whom have historically seen eye to eye, weren't they best friends a while ago, are helping each other tonight, laughing like old friends as they go. Good to see them getting on. Good for them. Okay. Knives out. Let's do this quiet but clear. Tunga, show him true fear again. Tunga triumphs. Good old Tunga. Okay, 180. We're doing all right. We've nearly got enough money to buy our bartering grounds. There we go. I have given birth to a beautiful little son. Kaka, you want to call him Kaka? He comes into this world blissfully unaware of the secret I must keep. I fear what would happen if someone, found out that my lover Mordecai is the true father. A part of me wants to name my son after Mordecai, but I fear that would not be wise. I think a much wiser name, would be Masculinity Podcast. Little Masculinity Podcast. Hush now, my son. It's certainly a name ahead of its time, isn't it? We'll raise him up to be a little merchant. Should we give him a little special little flower crown? There we go. Little Masculinity Podcast. Hush now. Hush. Mordecai has learned that he is the true father. Well, that didn't take long, did it? Just looked at him and went, that's mine. That one's mine. Poor David. Although David did say he doesn't love me in that way, so sod him, actually. Teach you not to love me. 72% chance of completing this criminal contract. End it with herbs. Let's fail again. Despite our best intentions, he's quick at resolving his problems. We'll find richer pickings elsewhere, and so we continue to head west. All right, escort emissary. Here's a 2-star contract. All my camp shall travel to Karachev. So we're going to take this emissary to Karachev. Oh, now that is quite a way west, isn't it? That is pretty exciting. Okay. We'll do that then. Cool. Let's travel to Karachev. A bit of honest to goodness legal work. Off we go then. Mare indeed. Ooh. Thunder echoes ominously overhead, a dull interruption to the lashing winds and whipping rain working on scattering our convoy. Distant cries echo up and down the line as carts and animals sink into soft earth, the storm doing its level best to wash us all the way to Tamag. Children and elderly shiver in miserable silence, soaked to the bone and wondering when hypothermia will begin to set in. The air crackles with static and tension alike, my followers on the edge of breaking. Get the gear, go on, move! They just needed a little bit of shouting. Move! We can't quite afford a bartering grounds yet, but Tunga's a skilled healer. He can sort out Mordecai. There's no two ways about it. From weather, terrain, overloading, or simple bad luck, some malady has got into the camp's pack animals. They moan, they bray, they walk, but it's all growing slower and more sluggish by the hour, never mind the day. Some of the horses have clear fevers, and one of the older mules looks ready to die. Let's just pray for mercy. Have a good old pray. Could go wrong. Master David, my husband, is not doing so good. Poor old Keanu. A spontaneous burst of coughing rippled through his body. I reckon I know a cure. See? Mordecai's got a hangover. We will laugh at him. I know how to treat my men right. And, hang on, we'll just finish this contract, and then we've got some news. Got some news to bring to you. I'm brought before High Chieftain Dragon himself. Your service is noted. You remain as a guest. I'll head back to my camp. And he paid us for that 237 gold pieces. Now that is not to be sniffed at. Blimey. Blimey. Okay, well, with that, we can build a new... What was it? Was it bartering grounds, stewardship contract rewards plus 50%. Yep. And we have some other news as well. His Holiness Pope Nicholas has passed away, which can mean only one thing. Oh, that's gonna take ages. Showered this morning as well. Yes, it's that time. We've got a new Pope. Is the Pope hot or not? The first prediction of season 5. Woohoo! Yes, we are at that point where we have a new Pope. And I get a good old look and I have a bit of a think and I decide whether or not I'd like a warm papal cuddle or if I want to run a mile. The new Pope is Pope Leo V. Ooh. Pope Leo V. Leo V, hot or not? Is he a is he a Leo? No. Is he a Leonardo? Oh my God. I'm not happy about this. Hot. Or a Leo. Lino. Absolutely pathetic. The prediction is now on. Please gamble your channel points. Is the new Pope, Pope Leo V, going to be a hottie or a nottie? Place your channel points now. The winners will receive the channel points of the losers. What is a hot Pope? Kind eyes, big arms, warm cuddle, a countenance that you would like to gaze upon every single day. Cruelty, cynicism, Weasley devious eyes that look like they are going to get your nan to rewrite her will. These are not attractive traits for me. But as I always say, even if the heads says no, if the nuts say go, then he is hot. It's not an exact science predicting it, which is what makes guessing it so much fun. You've got about a minute left to decide whether the Pope is going to be hot or not. I will not be looking at the votes myself. I will not be influenced by what has been bet. This is purely an aesthetic and lust-based decision. While you're getting your votes in, I will just bring up Pope Leo V and we will find out together in about 10 seconds whether he is a hottie or a nottie. Okay, are we ready? We've got about 10 seconds. About 5 seconds. I'm going to click. I'm clicking on him. We're nearly there. Look. You can see he's 49. He's a resentful gambler, and he looks a bit like. Well, He looks friendly. I mean, he looks like he'd... I bet he could run a really decent D&D campaign. I mean, he looks nice. You know, he looks trustworthy. Am I feeling aroused is really the question, though, isn't it? No. I'm so sorry. I've imagined taking that little face in my hands and planting a sweet kiss upon those lips. I just don't feel that. I just don't feel that little involuntary intake of breath when I think about rolling him over. Think about rolling him over and gazing into those eyes after I've finished. Do I want to spend the night in his arms, or do I want to wipe myself down and call a taxi? I'm afraid it might be the latter. It is with regret, because he seems like a nice fella. I'd like to share a problem or two, but I don't think I would like to share my bodily fluids with this Pope. It's not that I don't want him to think that not being hot is a reflection on his personality, but it is unfortunately a reflection on my proclivities. It is a reflection on my proclivities.
I mean, you know, people are entitled to their sexual proclivities. You know, I mean, let there be 1,000 blossoms bloom as far as I'm concerned. You know, but I ain't spending any time on it, because in the meantime, every 3 months, a person is torn to pieces by a crocodile in North Queensland.
So congratulations to Almost Matt, who correctly predicted that this Pope would be a naughty. Commiserations to Steelwinger, all of whose points go straight back to Matt. There we go. So Pope Leo V, sadly not hot enough. By no means the least hot Pope we've ever seen. Oh, he doesn't like us, does he? Your precious points, please, my wets. He doesn't like us because I'm a dwarf. Well, I'm glad. What a dick. I think we came to the right decision. Okay, contracts available. Oh yes, we keep failing, don't we? What's this? More mugging. Hunt criminals. Oh, this requires us to slay a particular character via a duel. Okay, I'll take that contract. We move as one. Oh, I've said it now. Okay. Oh, we're lost. Banu's got us lost. Oh, it's okay. The Woods of Crom. Oh, these sound great. Let's go through the Woods of Crom, a swarming of tiny, dark, blood-sucking insects. I think this herb might help us. Hey, using the old witchcraft there. That'd be your witchcraft. Making us all a lot less itchy. When we first meet Heisinger the Berserker, they didn't say he was a berserker, in the darkling forests of Novasil. Progressive, your witch's spells. Progressive, let me tell you something about Gundrum. Gulsum. Who's Gundrum? Sorry, I was thinking of the lady who played Supergran. Sorry. Mumbles High Singer, stroking his chin. Yeah, no one told me he was a berserker. I'd expected more, if I'm honest. What is the dwarf lady? Is the tiny dwarf lady with the sword that's bigger than her head not intimidating enough for you? I'd expected more, if I'm honest. Clearly, the good chieftain's budget is suffering. So, shall we? The moment balances on a knife edge. If I don't act, someone else will, and everything will slip thoroughly beyond my control. All right, then. Let's attack this guy. Have at thee, cur. you will immediately engage him in a duel to the death. Or we could recruit him. Nah, he's not worth it. Oh, let's fight him to the death then. Sod it. Let's give it a go. I mean, why not? Oh, and is she pregnant? Oh. No, she's just a bit chubby. I've made that mistake before. For a few brief moments, Highsinger and I pace in lazy half circles, each watching for an opening.
No, pardon.
I heft my sword, ready to defend myself, while he clutches his mace firmly to hand. Okay. Taste silver, bastard. You hurl a heavy silver purse in his face. Okay. I mean, I assume that means I can pick them up again. Snatching a heavy purse of monies from my waist, I lob it at him. It hits him right in the face, giving me a brief opening. That's a brief opening.
No, pardon.
For a quick slash of my sword. Highsinger seems to vibrate for a second. Then he explodes with fury, oh pardon, screaming loud enough to shake the earth and throwing himself at me with a rare savagery. My form is good with only small errors, and his stance is formidable. I can see no way yet to claim victory. Foolish ogre, you can't do better? None of these options seem to be great. Let's see how you do without your mace. One colossal, powerful cleave from my sword is almost enough to wrench his mace away from him, but he just manages to recover. He then manages to swing a vicious kick for my shin, momentarily hobbling me. I've yet to open up his guard at all and see no way yet to claim victory. I'll show you how I heft a sword. With skill and poise, I make a series of well-placed strikes. My sword flows around him like water, each strike chaining fluidly into the next, a series of perfectly timed attacks. Highsinger adopts a defensive stance, doing his absolute best to ward me off, the man's eyes following my every movement. My form is good with only small errors, and Highsinger's stance is passable. Better men than you have died trying to break my guard. No foe breaks my guard. We did it. And my opponent today is no exception. I force him back time and again with a chain of perfect parries, only offering a devastating, powerful cleave when he's utterly exhausted. The first strike smashes a gaping hole in his guard. The second robs him the use of his sword arm. My opponent stumbles, lucidity fading amidst an avalanche of pain. I take my time lining up the next blow, hewing deep into the man's chest with my sword. The next attack simply cuts the pain short. Goodbye, Highsinger. Result, I won the single combat due to sudden death. Goodbye. Oh, that was a risk. I was thinking, seriously, I really thought that was going to go badly. When I saw he was awaiting a new pope, I need to fix that. When I saw he was a berserker, I thought, that's it. Okay. We probably won't do that again. I don't think we can do too many fights to the death because it's a little bit high stakes, especially considering our heir is a baby. But I toss Highsinger the Berserker's severed head to Chieftain Mikikor's agent, the red-purple meat landing wetly beside them. You killed him in single combat? My, how fierce, remarks the chieftain's servant, gingerly handing over our pay at the same time. The words are of little consequence, but a delicious weight of the fat purse and its cargo of silver helped make our little hunt thoroughly worthwhile, a job well done. He paid 59 gold to me. That's actually not very good, is it? Considering I threw 20 silver pieces in the guy's face, that's not a great payday. Oh, well, we fought someone to the death. Well done. Probably best to never, ever try doing that again, but okay, good. Drained by mosquitoes. That sounds unpleasant. Feel itchy already. Hey! A shrill shriek snatches me from my slumber back into the blackness of night. I follow the source of the noise and find my lover, don't tell everyone, my lover Mordecai cowering in front of his tent. Galsum, do not go inside! There's a wolf in my bed! I peel open the tent and find a wolf, its belly rich with child. Ooh. Maybe that was the wolf boy. It snarls and growls at me, doubtless fearful of what I may do to its unborn babes. This looks like the beginnings of our new kennel. Hooray! We've got a pet wolf. Chernobyl. Ah. It is the same one. Just passing through Kiev. And now Chernobyl. I've got a good feeling about this tribe. Big things will happen here. Okay, so visiting a point of interest awards 20 gold. Oh, that sounds... do we still have the wolf boy? I honestly don't know what happened to him. I think we're about to lose Dabbard. Yeah, we totally are. He just wandered off. I didn't see... if there was a notification, I didn't see it, but he's just gone. Talking of gone, traversing the forests on the outskirts of Coruscant, we are suddenly attacked by a swarm of bandit riders out for blood. Surely Chieftain Ingvar will send help. As time drags on, we're chased by the scoundrels. This is the second worst thing to ever happen in Chernobyl. It becomes painfully clear that no help is coming. How could a ruler let malicious riders like these inhabit his borders? My champion, Master David. I'm afraid Master David, I think he's reached the end of the road. Rides up next to me, a solemn look in his eyes. We both know the tactic we have practiced in the past. Do we stand as one and defend David at a 47% chance of death and ending season 5 right here? Or do we simply say, hey, we're not at great stress to us. This is going to cause us, it's going to hurt us almost as much as it's going to hurt David. At great stress to us, David, you know what to do. That's the wrong one. Hang on, that's not right. That one, that's the one. Thank you. There is a deep and endless hole in my heart. David was a constant companion and confidant, and to have him ripped from my life feels like a mortal wound from which I will never recover. My hand clasps a note he gave me, the last note he will ever give me. I realise bitterly. I try to read it, but all I can do is move it away from my face, and that the precious words contained within it are not washed away by my tears. It says, Gundrum, we need milk, toilet paper, biscuits. Though there's a crowd of many mourners around me, I've never felt so alone. Still, it means we can marry Mordecai now. So, you know, swings and roundabouts. You just need to be strong and move forward, I think. Oh, I'll never forget this day. I've experienced some level of catharsis. Oh, David, my beloved, life will not be the same without you. Oh, well. Let's see if we can find comfort with another, shall we? Mordecai, Your services are required in tent number 1. Head porter Mordecai. Shall we move on together? Oh, Master Mordecai, my songbird. To think I can embrace you openly now, with the blessings of both Yashil Han and the people around us. I am the happiest woman alive. Oh, I'm pleased for her. I'm pleased she's moved on. You can't live the rest of your life, or indeed the rest of your day, in mourning. No. It's good. Come here, husband of mine. There we go. Master Mordecai is no longer my bodyguard. He's now my second. And my quartermaster. And my stooge. Multi-talented Mordecai of the Progressive Reformers. Oh, and he's got his old hat back as well. Excellent. Good. Right. Husband number 2. It's been snowing for days now. Oh, does that mean I can legitimise? Or does he not? He doesn't need legitimising, does he? I can imprison my child. Boo! Hope you fucking die, Masculinity Podcast. Danger, snowbound. It's been snowing for days now. The road ahead appears completely impassable. However, as I look ahead, I see a small group of people approaching us fast across the snowdrifts. Soon a man stands before me and speaks with a wide grin. You appear to be in quite a predicament. That's my Ukrainian accent. But fear not, for a fair price we will help you return to your travels. Helping others is its own reward. Hey! Grigory Mstislevich joined our camp. Hello, Grigory. Stupid Grigory. Oh, wonderful. Excellent. Good. We've got ourselves a dummy. Wonderful. Right, where are we? We are in Churov. What have we got here? We've got hired muscle. No, pardon. Tutor a child. Escort an emissary. Tutor a child. What was this about being hired muscle? Handsome reward offered for swift, clean work. This requires a marshal scheme. Yeah, go on then. Clobbering people does seem to be pretty much the only thing we're half decent at. Don't ask us to build any more schools. Oh, we're still fugitives, are we? Okay. Oh, I need to build something new at the camp, don't I? Let's have a look. Oh, no. Oh, we're still doing our bartering grounds. Good. Nature will provide for us. Just eat some mould that you find on the floor. It's fine. Nothing bad can happen. Only good happen. No, what is it? Nothing bad can happen. Only good can happen. Is that the advice? Or no, it was nothing bad can happen. Only good happen. Stop saying it. I think I know a cure for what? Banu? Oh yeah, OG Banu, the caravan master. Her condition has worsened into pneumonia. I suddenly run into a small peasant kid struggling to breathe and turning an unnatural colour in a back alley. And before you know it, the kid's face returns to normal. What's this? Oh, I see. Tunga's doing medicine for kids. What, for free? How do you know so much about ailments and disease, Tunga? Banu and Grigory are having an irate row. Oh, new Grigory. Hang on. New Grigory hates me because I'm a gallows-bait dwarf witch. Well, surely he knew this when he joined, and now he's picking a fight with poor old pneumatic Banu, who's not well. Who's not well at all. Come, Mr. Bond. Surely you can both make amends. I come across a man while passing through. He's insatiable and chews loudly on a biscuit as I approach. Why isn't she charging those kids? I know. There's bloody resources he's pouring into those bloody peasants. I know how to rough folks up. Oh, this guy's not very good. In fact, hit the road, you useless fool. Move your accursed tent, damn it, Tunga. This is my spot, cries Gregory. Well, Gregory is really ingratiating himself, isn't he? He's really making an impression. He's just joined our camp and he's just being a complete dick. Gregory whirls around to me. Mistress Golson, please, I beg of you, discipline this wretch. What, discipline Tunga? My personal physician, bodyguard and champion. Fuck off, Gregory. My needs are simple, explains Beromir. There are certain thorns in the rose of Chernigov, and I would have you remove these prickly... Oh, we're getting involved in Ukrainian politics. Excellent. I can't be seen to remove them directly, so you're going to have to deal with them for me. I draw my thumb across my neck quizzically. No, 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 clarifies my employer. No serious bloodshed. Okay, just mild bloodshed. Keep them silent without killing them. Interesting proposition. Let's get on with our task. Okay, so we're just beating people up. Okay, so Tunga, obviously. Grigory, obviously. And everyone else is badly qualified. Mordecai can be the bodyguard and Banu could be the lookout, but I don't have much faith in them. Ooh, it's all very fragmented, isn't it? Poland are less monolithic than they were in the last game. We were going to go and visit the Pope, weren't we? We should start heading southwest. Hooray, our bartering grounds are complete. That's good. Shame there aren't any contracts that use them, but it's still good. Banu's dead. She died of the pneumonia. That'd be my fault. Sorry. Sorry, Banu. That's on me. Yeah. Sorry. I thought I could cure pneumonia using the finest 9th century witchcraft, but turns out that's a no. Worse off, that means she's now no longer in on our scheme. Oh dear. Oh well. You witch, yeah. Let me tell you something about Gulsum. Minsk, East Francia, Bulgaria. What have they all got in common? I've never had Gulsum. What's it? Exhausting work. I don't have a single follower who can wipe their arse about my instruction. Sod this, I'm off to the whorehouse. No. You're you're 22 years old, Gulsum. If you want filling, cancel your plans. Okay. Well, she is getting really... Oh, she's now melancholic. Okay, she's suffering some sort of Mordecai the Stranger. Master Mordecai came from his realm from far away. Even now, many of his mannerisms are still strange and foreign. That's not very nice, is it? I should be romancing him. I'll sing him a love ballad. That'll cheer me up, surely. That'll de-stress me. Romancing my husband. We've got 264 quid as well, so let's get some upgrades on the way. What are we doing? Oh, yes, beating people up. Okay. Life is an adventure, even for the stomach. Life is also a gas, a roller coaster, and an elevator. Rounding a little cluster of tents as I leave the supply tent, I come across a gaggle of followers having dinner around a small hearth. Tunga and Grigory, are amongst them. neither of whom particularly enjoy one another's company. Before I have time to ponder such a quite strange quirk of seating, Grigory, yeah, here we go, mutters something unaudible, only for the whisper to send Tunga into a blind rage. Right. With a flash, a weapon is drawn and blood is about to be spilt. Intervene. Let this play out. Tunga and Grigory will duel to the death. Right. We do actually need Tunga and Grigory, don't we? Intervene. You put a halt to this. Okay. I would have let Tunga beat Grigory to death, but as I say, we are in the middle of a job and we are professionals. Tunga and Mordecai have found common cause. Mordecai's marshals increased by 2. That's good. And here comes blind old Naramantus. Naramantus has come to camp. There are more like me. All of us left to rot after every petty conflict ends. Our sword arms work as well as ever, but our lot is to wander and starve. Oh dear. Naramantus the Blind, 49. Bizarrely, he's he would have been a legendary blade master, except he's had his eyes poked out. But he's still, I think he can still outfight most people. We're the only ones left who won't rob the vulnerable for food and valuables. I'd rather die. I could take every last penny he has for 15 quid. We could use another blade. I mean, I'll be honest with you. 18 prowess is nothing to sniff at. We could use another blade, blind Naramantus. Yeah, I mean, fine. You'd be a terrible caravan master, I understand. Do you want to... You could be a lookout. Yeah, let's have the blind man as a lookout. Good idea. Blind man lookout. What could go wrong? Oh, curses. It's the job's just dissolved and we were 86% of the way there. That is extremely frustrating. Oh, bloody Grigory. What's he done now? Okay, so we didn't get any... Well, we did get a perk out of it, I suppose. All right, cutting costs, refill men-at-arms. Yeah, we're way off refilling our men-at-arms. Okay. Oh, here we go. A loud roar confirms it. It's a bear. The brown beast lopes onto the track, its great paws kicking up leaves. Flanked by pine trees, it completely blocks our way. Tunga whispers, "Look at those claws." "Kill it, Tunga, now!" The bear dies at Tunga's hand. Excellent, good old Tunga. I come across a woman. Pardon. Oh, I didn't update the Pope, did I? Pope Leo the Fifth is not hot.
A woman.
A woman. Take mercy upon poor useless me. I'll do anything for a coin. I'll even empty the latrines with a smile. Malusha. Well, I could give her... She's terrible. She is terrible, but she is cheap. It'll cost me 1 gold piece to recruit Malusha to my camp. Welcome aboard, Malusha. Who's ill? My husband, Master Mordecai, is ill. That's fine, I know a cure. I'm good at curing things. Just ask Badu. Badu, 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 Badu. When Master Mordecai suggested a hunt, I did not hesitate to organise one. But my concentration is shattered by a man's scream. Do I dare run after the person I love to see what they're screaming about, or will this backfire for some reason? It backfired. Yeah, he's insulted that he thinks I think he's incapable of defending himself. And that's the end of that romance. A very relatable situation there. Okay. Never mind. Clearly it's not to be. Just fill me with babies, big boy. That's all I really need. Right. Hobnob, tutor, instructor of none of these are really our strengths, are we? Should we move on? Let's visit. Let's go into. Oh! I can build a new. Let's get a roaring campfire on the go, shall we? Okay. Shall we have a quick look around town? Let's listen to a story. Hello. Let's listen to a story. Supplies. We're all right for supplies. There's no available work. Back to camp. Right. Let's start heading towards Rome, shall we? We've got a pope to visit. Let's move here first. What have we got here? Tutor a child. Yeah. I know we must tread carefully through the bogs of Dubrovitsia, yeah. This eerie place unsettles me to my core, and there have been myriad of dangers to guard against. My entourage has been instructed to take every precaution accordingly. I take count of my companions. Oh no, one of us is missing. Who is it? Grigory. They're as good as dead. Leave them. My journey is delayed by 5 days, but there's a 15... So we can either abandon Grigory forever, they're as good as dead, leave them, or we can delay our journey by 5 days to see if we can find Grigory. A 15% chance of finding him. Oh, fine. Let's spend the next 5 days looking for this wanker. No, he's dead. That's him gone. As we ride through, there's a sudden shout of alarm. These bogs are terrible. It's that damned fool, Master Mordecai. All right, she's gone off him then. He's managed to fall from his horse and go skidding down a stubby hillock, kicking up mud and damp grass, shrieking and crying as he goes. Alive but not unharmed. I'll just laugh at him. There we go. That's reduced a bit of stress. Grigory Mistilovich went missing in the bog and was never seen again. I guess. I get up early in the morning. I cannot help letting out a loud yawn. Stretching, I make my way out of the tent to see that people are already moving about. We could go fishing, or we could rest. Oh, let's just have a lovely rest, shall we? De-stress and get some provisions. See, this is a reward. Just lie back and enjoy the scenery. Get the gear and move. Right. Moving on. Now that bog, I don't ever want to enter that bog again. It seemed cursed. All right, here we are. We've arrived in Volodymyr. We've got some learning challenges. We've got an escort mission. We've got training nights. None of these are quite our wheelhouse, are we? We could tutor a child. We could give it a go. I mean, we're here. What is it that needs doing? Feodot gives me a curious but expectant look as we meet up for our first session. The tavern collects a plethora of regulars and visitors. I'm just going to... I do like saying the word plethora, and it does remind me of plethora. El Guapo. Oh, it is here. Oh, good. A plethora of pinatas. Oh, maybe I can do this then. Maybe I can get a can activate this whenever I say the word plethora, which does seem to be happening quite a lot.
German has the only presents I want. Guns! Guns, so that the name of El Guapo will be hanging on everyone's lips.
He will be here, Guapo. But I think you would like your other presents, too. I have put many beautiful piñatas in the storeroom, each of them filled with little surprises.
Many piñatas?
Oh, yes, many.
Would you say I have a plethora of piñatas?
A what?
A plethora.
Oh, yes. You have a plethora.
Jefe, what is a plethora?
Why, Guapo?
Well, you told me I have a plethora. And I just would like to know if you know what a plethora is. I would not like to think that a person would tell someone he has a plethora and find out that that person has no idea what it means to have a plethora.
Forgive me, El Guapo. I know that I, Jefe, do not have your superior intellect and education. But could it be that once again, you are angry at something else and are looking to take it out on me?
Like what, Jefe?
Could it be because you are turning 40 today?
No.
Fun film, well worth watching. Excuse me, are you the singing bush? Theodot gives me a curious but expectant look as we meet up for our first session. If you ever watched The Three Amigos, by the way, as I say, solid film. The body language between Martin Short and Steve Martin, the natural rapport that Martin Short and Steve Martin have, the body language is very different to the body language they both have with Chevy Chase. Watching the three of them stood in a row, yeah, you can definitely see which two are getting along and who isn't. You generally thought it was me doing the offensive Mexican accent. No, but I am thinking of making the offensive Mexican accent a little emote. It probably is offensive, isn't it? The tavern collects a plethora of regulars and visitors. As I survey our surroundings, I quickly scout a smatter of vantage points that I should teach Theodot about. Then, as out of thin air, a large llama is running up to a child desperate to play. I don't know what a llama is. It's a type of dog, is it? Right, I'm distracted again. Llama dog. What the hell is a llama dog? Oh! What? Is it past tense? A past tense dog. A llama was a kind of dog. A scent hound used on a leash in medieval times to find large game before it was hunted down by the pack. It was sometimes known as a lime hound or lime hound. I've heard of a lime hound. From the Middle English word lyre, meaning leash. The French cognate limière has sometimes been used for dogs in English as well. So it's a type of dog that finds large game to get hunted down. Oh, there we go. Bad dog. The boy shrieks with joy and immediately starts playing with the dog. Little oi, you listen here. Oh, I like that. Plus 33 stress. Little scamp, did you know that... Oh, okay, calling him a little scamp worked. I wanted to go with shouting, but little scamp worked okay. All right. I'm still here, El Guapo. Theodot gives me an inscrutable look as we meet up for our next session. Suddenly, the young boy gets a wild look in his eye and starts shouting, "The bandits are coming!" and nearly giggles his head off as he runs back and forth with his attendant. Shall I call him a little scamp again? Okay, that doesn't seem to be working. So I call him Little Scamp. He does appear to be taller than us. Anyway. Okay, all right, just for a little longer, then let us commence. Okay, this tutoring's going well. I don't think I even played Captain Scarlet today. I think today was Fireball XL5. Yeah, I'm singing that a lot. We're currently watching. My family are currently watching the. We're watching the first, or I'm forcing them to watch the first series of Captain Scarlet. At the end credits of the first series don't have those lyrics. Those lyrics came in the second series, so my family think that I am making it up when I sing along to the credits at the end. My wife did also think that the theme tune to Super Mario World had official lyrics, because whenever I'm playing it, I go, "Here comes Mario." Hang on, I don't know what. I actually have a prop. When I'm playing Super Mario World, here comes Mario, he jumps on floating platforms. Here comes Mario, Mario's here today. Here comes Mario, he jumps on floating platforms. And my wife, apparently for a long time, assumed I was merely quoting the official lyrics to Super Mario World rather than just saying he jumps on floating platforms over and over again. And that's a true story. They crash him, and his body may burn. They smash him, but they know he'll return. Turn again, boom, 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 boom. Captain Scarlet, he's a harlot. Dun, 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 dun. Right, as we reconvene, Feodot tilts his head while I summarise the topic of our last session. Behind me, my protege he jumps on fucking platforms. Behind me, my protege is drifting along, picking up on his wooden horse from a nearby stand. He starts riding around, gleefully running laps around the area. Right, do I call him a little rapscallion? Okay, just for a little longer. All right. Just for a little longer, then let us commence. Oh, successful tutoring. I'm a natural. Chieftain Yuri attempts to suppress his giddiness. Well, I was about to do an actual Ukrainian accent there. By the way, this also went crashing to the floor. I hope it's all right. My tiny little snares. Oh, they did make an American version of the tiny little miniature snares, but obviously I didn't want that. Cute, isn't it? This is a fully working Super Nintendo. It's a mini SNES. It comes with this, and you plug it in via USB and put ROMs on it. Lovely, lovely, lovely machine. Very happy with that. Haven't the Ukrainians suffered enough? Yes, let's not add to the discourse. Your unconventional methods are seemingly very successful. Young Feodot is already showing signs of more discerning thoughts and ideas. Angles of attack, social courtesies, economics, marvellous work. Thank you. And do let me know the next time you're in the area. The chieftain exclaims and gestures excitedly. He's from Ramsgate there. A brief smile passes my lips as my... Don't send me to kick for that. A brief smile passes my lips as I nod. It's all right. I think I got away with it. It was all him. Wrong season, mate. Wrong season. Okay, right. Right. Should we just carry on heading towards Rome and get the hell out of here? Don't get involved. Let's head to the mountains. They look hospitable and safe. Off we go. Right, into the mount. Oh, it's January. An excellent time to go mountaineering. $876. All right. The barony. We're in Sachez. Okay, that sounds good. Let's see what we've got in Sachez. We're going to go in with Tunga, are we? Let's hear a story. That was an excellent story. Do we need people to come and work with us? Who's he? He's a 16 on the old stewardship. He's not bad, actually. How much does he cost to? Simon, 58. Okay, what about you? She's very learned. Not as learned as him, but he's 76. How much would he cost? 57 quid to get a 76-year-old man. That's not a long-term investment. Maybe him, though. Maybe Simonsel, the content empath, the fortune builder. Let's take a gamble on him. Let's recruit him. God, he really looks like a chap I know called Yayan. That's quite alarming. Absolute dead ringer. I've just doxed someone I know. As I make my way back from the recruit, I catch an enticing scent from the bowls of stew being prepared in the kitchen. No. Supplies are all right. Travelling. No. Let's head back. We're done here. Back to the camp. Well, we got a new camp follower. No. Oh, good. A child is growing in my womb. My master Mordecai, who does not love us, will be proud. Good. Right, we've got a boundary dispute here. We can travel to accept that. That is our wheelhouse. That is part of our skill set. So, can we get a better caravan master? No. Oh, Narimantus the Blind is a better camp stooge than my husband. It's probably hard to argue with. My son and heir masculinity podcast, like sort of horrible capability Brown. My son and heir masculinity podcast is so full of questions. I do my best to encourage his curiosity, but sometimes I can't help but get exhausted by the constant stream of thoughts and queries. Okay. Kosic, oh dear, is in uproar long before our arrival. Years of mistakes on part of our employer and his ilk, all right, Nigel, have led to many local estates and businesses being taxed twice or more. After much grumbling and attempts at polite redress, things are finally threatening to boil over into something bloodier. This seems a simple enough problem, apparently. What, is that it? All right. Taxation is accounting, and accounting is something of an underappreciated art form these days. For the few able to muster substantial alibis, tossing of an occasional exemption, we leave the city. Purse is fat with fresh coin. Well, that was a walkover. Okay. I'm told that nature is venerated here in BAFTA as an extension of the will of the gods. We watch as the locals adorn. I like this count. This count has suggested song for season 4. Strum an introductory chord. Open mouth, close it again. Put lyre down the end. Yeah. I was enjoying season 4. I was looking forward to coming back to it every day. I thought, today is the day that we will dig ourselves literally out of the bog. It didn't happen. Season 4 is a very useful reminder to us all that this is a cruel game. that can end in ignominious failure at any moment.
He thinks the game is cruel. I've
I
heard
do.
the game explained
I do think
as
that.
many things and described in different ways. I've never heard anyone say
Have you
it's
not?
cruel. What made you marry a wimp?
No one said that to you. Yeah, this count, I like his vibes. Have that tree burned. Jesus Christ, I should join in the celebration. Yeah, you should join in the celebration. They're having a good time. They're all having a good time, and you should join in. Do you remember I mentioned... I should mention that. Right, carry on. It's about someone, but it's not. It's a story that makes me look bad. So, what's this? Silence missionaries. Catholic missionaries haunt Slovenian communities. We need an intimidating thug to deal with these heathens. So we've got beat up Catholics as a job. Hunt criminals. Oh no, hang on. Hunting criminals. That's going to be combat to the death, isn't it? I got worried enough about that last time. Let's visit the barony of Brno. Let's carry on heading west towards Rome and see if we can find some more. We've built a nice roaring campfire. That's good. I stroll through the markets of this strange land. Vendors beckon in an alien tongue, and I'm lost in a sea of foreign scents, but it feels like home. We could adopt the Polish culture. Where else could I have the pleasure of smelling fresh lavender or watching the sun? So she's walked through Poland and now feels like she's Polish. I mean, why not? Watching the sun set over the remains of old Rome, or listen to the jubilant chorus of a church choir, or wintering warmed by the hearth of a friendly stranger. Nowhere but Europe. A woman walks through Satchers, but is she still Gulsum? Perhaps all of August should find a home here. Oh dear. Whoever I'm about to be, she will be wonderful. You adopt the Polish culture and you lose 45 stress because you're eccentric. Okay, well, Gudrun now identifies as Polish. And who are we to argue with that? We are just about to break camp morning on our way to Brno when I find Naramantis in his lodgings. Oh dear. Breathing heavily and pale as a sheet. It's all right, I know a cure. Oh, and here we go again. Malusha, who cost us a single gold coin to recruit her. She's been bitten by a snake. It's fine. I can treat that as well. Just lay my hands upon her. And now there's a fire. And a quickly expanding brush fire, and it's spreading towards us. Just put it out. My poor husband got a little bit singed. Lay hands on the fire. Honestly, at this point, I believed us to be invincible. I don't think anything can hurt us. All good. Another boundary dispute to settle. Consider that settled. Easy 50 quid. I like those boundary disputes. Okay. Great. Now we can upgrade. Actually, should we upgrade our baggage train? That feels sensible, doesn't it? It feels sensible. Okay. Regale the court. That's all good. Another boundary dispute. Let's travel to accept this. Yes. Let's just pick up these experts in Moravian boundary disputes. It's good to find your niche. Another happy patron. If anyone in Moravia has a boundary dispute, Honestly, we are the experts. Okay, fight corruption. Requires us to travel to counties with low county control. Yeah, this usually means leaving people behind, and I'm not going to do that. Let's have a look at Burno Castle. The local training grounds. I can increase my prowess by 1 for 45 quid. That seems fairly... Anyone fancy a round of dice? God, I'm losing so much money in dice in Henry of Scallops. It's genuinely worried I've got a problem. Supplies. I could move these supplies for a small cut. Yeah, why not? The town crier. No, nothing from the town crier. All right, we'll go back to camp then. Have we got anything we could be doing? I don't want to fight corruption. I don't particularly want to create a work of learning. We're not. Are we a hugely learned people? Maybe actually. I mean, Malusha's no use, but Tunga is very clever. Mordecai's not an idiot. Naramantus ain't too bright, but he's a good fighter. Yeah, maybe. Should we try it? Should we try a bit of scholarly work? Create a work of learning. All right. All right. How hard could it be? Bit of learning. Let's go. Let's broaden our skill set. We can eat a bit of fungus on the way. Oh, she's made herself ill with fungus. Oh, now we're going to have to rest. Oh, great. Okay. All right. So we did eat a bit of fungus that we found on the floor next to a bit. Yeah, it was a little bit of dung. I mean, you know, we picked the bits out. We picked the particularly dungy bits out before shoving it in our face, but it has unfortunately made us ill. It will not be pleasant. Well, don't cut my face off. Just do no more than is necessary. Okay. We're still ill from eating dung, but oh. As we travel through now this guy doesn't look very friendly. As we travel through Truriek, I take in the beautiful view from the mountainside. When I steal my eyes away to focus back on the stony path ahead, I realise we've been surrounded by a group of ruffians. A fearsome man, presumably their leader, steps in front of our caravan. Passing through these mountains will cost ya. Don't care who you are. Anyone passing through my mountains pays. What if I paid you? No, I don't give in so easily. To battle! And they beat us up. And we lost 50 quid. All right. Okay, so we've arrived vomiting and beaten with a mace. And I look around his study. Plenty of scripts, manuscripts and short stories are gathered here. Let's keep it simple, or my creation will be exhaustive. Well, let's aim high. I peer down at the blank page in front of me. Words. Why is it always so difficult to start? He wanted a scripture pertaining to the art of deception. Where do I start off? S is for stewardship, my kind of topic. A terrific chapter. After a while, as I get into it, I find myself scribbling away, filling page after page with thoughts and observations relating to the art of stewarding. Once in a while, when not out and about, Count Velimir pops his head in the study, peering at my ink-splotchy pages of progress. He hums and then leaves, seemingly busy with more important matters. Yeah, let's touch upon efficiency. I sit writing. I enjoy some delightful birdsong, finding its way in from magnificent gardens. Servants pop by occasionally. Acknowledging this, I I move on to the more pertinent question of trying to decide whether I should keep writing about the art of stewarding or if it would be wiser to diversify. Let's move it on to deception. Time passes quickly as I sit by the lectern, recording in my minute observations and perspectives on discreetness. Is discreetness pertinent to write about? I think so. I think so. More on discreetness. Oh, that was a poor chapter. What should the next chapter be about? Maybe stewardship. Let's go back to what we know. Count Valimir flips through the pages of the manuscript, stopping to contemplate a piece from each page. Have you seen this? You may just put this on display. Such a mind-boggling piece of scripture. Oh, he likes it. Softly applauding, he leans in mischievously. I particularly liked that piece of marginalia. Well done. Enjoy your rewards, and do let me know if you ever find yourself back here. I proudly stretch and nod. One additional wonder in the world. 63 quid. Lovely. It's fine. Who's ill? Oh, Simonst. Oh, I know a cure for him. Oh, I've made him worse. Oh, I've given him pneumonia. Again. Well, I'm well. I'm glad to be well. I had my fun, and that's all that matters. Okay, good. We wrote a good book, and now we've got another stewardship contract. Oh, raising a building. Hang on. We've tried this before. We've tried architecture before, and it didn't work out very well. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's get on with our task, shall we? Okay. Tunga the draftsman. Simonst the draftsman. Mordecai the bailiff. Malusha the supplier, and Naramantus the blind. Sorry, Malusha is the supplier and Mariantus is the planner. The blind planner. And my relief is great and my joy even greater. Progressive reform. Yeah, we've had that. I've given birth to a perfect little daughter. Who will you become, my child, and what shall I call you? What shall I call my daughter? Super Nintendo Entertainment System. There we go. Here comes Mario. He jumps on floating platforms. Here comes Mario. Here we go. Lovely. What are we up to? Oh, yeah, we're still doing architecture, aren't we? My feelings for Mordecai are nearly bursting through my chest. I have a desperate need to let him know how I feel. Love, guide my hand as I put ink to paper. Write him a love letter. What did he think? What did he think? Come on, tell me. Give it to me on a little graph. A little heat map. Tell me how much above average I was. Ooh. He's responded to my letter, saying it was one of the most beautiful things he's ever heard. Looking back at it, I can't say I'm surprised. What did I write? It was, your radiant laugh is like stars in the sky. My heart yearns to feel the brace of your love, that I may know the touch of the divine, you and me, together forever. Right. I imagine it's lost something in the translation. Oh, well, he seemed to like it. Do I get a bunk up? No, I don't get. Oh, I can convert him to witchcraft, though, you witch. Mordecai doesn't get out much, yeah.
Do I detect a little bit of resentment towards Jay Aston there?
Let
let me tell you a little bit about Jay Aston.
Jay Aston.
Jay Aston.
Miss Jay Aston.
Jay Aston.
When we first met Jay Aston, she was going nowhere. She was at Cambridge University studying to be a barrister or something.
We took Jay Aston to the top with the fizz, and then she quit.
Jay Aston.
Miss Jay Aston.
Jay Aston quit the fizz just as we were poised for global domination.
Jay Aston.
Jay Aston ruined my life.
Jay Aston ruined my life. Word of advice, Jamie, don't form a band with Jay Aston.
OK, thanks for that. You honestly believe that if Jay hadn't left Bucks Fizz, you would have been huge?
Well, let me ask you this. What do these bands have in common? U2, REM, Oasis, Radiohead, the Rolling Stones.
Oof.
Think.
They're all really successful?
Yes, and why?
Well, I suppose...
That's right, Jay Aston never left any of those bands.
Round of applause for Jay Aston.
Witch.
Got your broomstick, eh? You witch.
Yeah, you witch. With your witch's cat.
Yeah, and your spells. Your magic spells.
Yeah, and your witch's gun.
They don't have guns, they just do spells.
We are nearly done with this architecture job. I think we've done better than we did last time. Let's close the deal. Have some architecture. Amateur architecture success. As ever, my band and I are models of efficiency. Construction was swift, the results sturdy and memorable, and though Mayor Poland will need to continue our good work, we've given him everything he needs to do that. Well, yes, I mean, that's what more can he? I can't expect it to be finished. Weighed down by our well-earned pay, we make ready to leave. We've got a long path ahead of us. Good work, everyone. Chuck it on the pile. Okay. If there are no more jobs for us around here. Oh, there's one here. Oh, good. Another boundary dispute. Okay, let's move our camp down here, shall we? And check out this boundary dispute. Is that quacking? I isolate the sound to be coming from a shrubbery on my right-hand side. Follow that duck. I dismount and locate the duck in a nearby shrubbery. It starts waddling off into the wilderness and I follow by foot. Suddenly the duck stops and tilts its head in my direction, clearly confused as to why it's procured a human follower. I smile at the duck, trying to ease the tension, but the duck suddenly squirms, flaps its wings and flies away. A wild duck chase. We have a lot of fun. Yeah, Pope Leo V is no Leo XIV, I'll tell you that much. As we prepare to set off in the morning, I see my husband Mordecai stand outside the camp all alone. I notice a change in the wind. It's about time for spring again, eh, Mordecai? Oh, she's very unstressed. Oh, she's 25 years old. Good for her. Good for her. Right. Stewardship. Significantly improves characters recruited in the tavern. That sounds promising. Okay, boundary dispute. Travel to accept. Simple enough problem. That's us paid. Good old stewardship. Okay, should we go to the tavern and see if we can find these brilliant locals? A crew of unemployed Bavarians. Well, we've got Euphemia von Margrave, who costs 130. Wow. Okay, so they are high quality, but they are also highly expensive. I mean, Tunga's having a good time. I'm glad for him. Back to camp. What have we got here, then, that we could do? What's this? Create a work of learning. Oh, or another boundary dispute. Well, that's an easy choice. It's known that the Bavarian people are ardent believers in the Catholic faith, bit weird, and do not take kindly to non-believers. Nevertheless, Krems is on our route, so we must pass through. Quickly, though, the villagers' vengeful eyes set upon us like a bear prowling its meal. I forgot what our religion is. Oh, yeah, we're Tengri. There we go. We are the religion of the steppe. Before we have a chance to react, the local priest descends upon us with a mob of raging fanatics, screeching about our alleged heretical beliefs and demanding we pay atonement for passing through these holy lands. Ooh, it's easier if we pay. Well, we either pay or we pay. Foolish man! It is you who are the heretic. We lost the debate. I don't know, I thought we made some very good points there. I know you are, but what am I? Right, another happy patron. What's going on? My name is Master Vladan. My knowledge of gardening is vast, incomparably vast. So stay a while and listen. 2 weeks listening about gardening. Is that... Oh, that'll increase my stewardship. Yeah, that'll do me. Thank you. That's convinced me. There's money involved. Here we go. You witch. I watch the sleeping shape of Mordecai while I send a quick prayer to the Urshi, sorry. As soon as the last whispered word passed my lips, he stirs, as if his subconscious mind has waited for this moment. When I step out of the shadows and offer Mordecai her blessing, there is no fear or hesitation in his eyes. You witch. Your witch's spells? No, his acceptance is wholehearted and hungry. Welcome to our communion, brother. Welcome to our communion, you witch. Okay. Adopt a successor. Ooh, I could make Mordecai my designated heir. I'm not going to, but I like that that's an option. Okay. Right. So, tutor child. That did go well last time. As we head into... Where are we then? Oh, who am I going to offend by getting this wrong? Are we in Slovenia at the moment? No, Slovakia. Are we in Slovakia at the moment? Or are we just in Bavaria? Maybe we're just in... Oh, right, we're in Austria. Many apologies to my Slovakian and Austrian followers. Hired muscle. No. Let's tutor a child again. We were good at that. That went very well. And I see no reason to believe that this won't be just as successful. We can almost touch the Pope. We are getting there. We are getting there. Sadly, he's not very hot, but we'll have an audience. As I glass over to Master Mordecai, he's not doing very well. I know a cure. See? Right, where's this child? Bring me this child. We enter the local farm estates of Wien. The estate owner, Rapoto, greets us warmly and promises to host a lavish feast for us. Well, I assume that that's going to be free. In the morning, he says, hosting such an extravagant shindig as yesterday can be quite expensive. Well, you should have mentioned that, shouldn't you? You should also pay me for the prestige I brought to your farm. Morning brings a report that a man-eating beast has struck again. Another life vanished without trace, except for a few drag marks. The sentries can't get a look at the damn thing. As long as it doesn't eat anyone important. 50% it did. Tunga dies. Oh, dear. Tighten the watch. So if we tighten the watch, there's a 39% chance that Tunga will die. If we don't do anything, there's a 50% chance that Tunga can die. Or we'll take it ourselves. We can't afford to wait another night. You know what?
I mean, people are entitled to sexual proclivities.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
I mean, let there be 1,000 blossoms bloom.
Can't argue with that. Can't argue with that.
But I ain't spending any time on it because in the meantime, every 3 months, a person is torn to pieces by a crocodile in North Queensland.
Beast. Oh, I can't be spending any time with it because every 3 months a person is being torn to pieces by a beast in southern Austria. The beast's tracks are slow and difficult to follow, but unmistakably canine. I think I'd rather fight a wolf than a lynx. I reckon if I had to fight a wild dog or a wild cat of the same size, I think you'd go for a dog, wouldn't you? Yeah. A fierce growling to our rear prompts me to wheel around where I'm confronted by a sizable wolf. Eyes aflame with feral hunger, teeth snapping, thick gobbets of saliva flying from its maw. The creature, its trap spun, breaks into a sprint. 20% chance of death here. Have at thee, beast. With another... Oh, right, okay, actually... Oh, right, have at thee, beast. The beast falls to your numbers. Hey, we did it. Thank God for that. Okay. Consider that beast slain. Oh, that wasn't out. Oh, another. Oh, wrestle that beast. Oh, another child. Sexy. My camp has moved to Rab. And we've got plenty of stuff to be doing here. Uncover a secret. Flog talismans. Hired muscle. Tutor a child. Tutor a child. There's 3 children that need tutoring. Wow. Jaramira. Right, this child then. A charming little pilgrim. He gives me a curious but expectant look as we meet up for our first session. Are we falling back into the land of endless exams again? It feels a bit like it. I identify plenty of opportunities to improve on the current organisation. The girl has stopped dead in her tracks, intently inspecting an arm-sized stick she found on the ground, and is thoroughly unresponsive. All right, just a little longer, then let us commence. Seems to be the magic words for these errant children. Another good stick. Who doesn't? God, that Hey Dougie stick song is very, very good. Give me a job. Give me a job. As we reconvene, Jaramira tilts her head while I summarise the topic of our last session. I sent an email to Hey Dougie, a contact that I knew there. I sent her an email with my CV. No reply at all. I think she's lost her job. Anyway. Little Imp, did you know that? What have we got here? Oh, the just a little longer's not going to work this time. Mordecai, your time to shine. Oh, hang on. Oh, I see. Several Catholics peacefully wander the holy grounds, and I spot a handful of opportunities to teach Jaramir about the grace of social interaction. Suddenly, a young Slovian... I was going to say Slovenian girl gets a wild-looking, oh, is she Slovakian, in her eye and starts shouting, "The bandits are coming!" and nearly giggles her head off as she runs back and forth with her attendant. Mordecai, your time to shine. Thanks a lot, lover. Cheers, lover. Thanks, babes. Roaring campfire has been constructed in camp. Good. We've got 250 quid. We can build an even better campfire or an even better supply tent. That sounds boring but necessary. Unlocks extra options for camp revelry activity. We haven't had a party. We have not had a party in our camp. It's just been work, work, work. We should have a party after this to celebrate. Or, oh, well, if there's something to celebrate. If we don't, then maybe we won't. A brief look of confusion passes her face as she ponders where my assistant from our last session has gone. What, Mordecai? Out of thin air, a large limmer, we know what they are, is running up to the child. Did you know it's a derivation of the French limière, meaning to leash? Did you know that? Most people do. Most people do. Desperate to play, the girl shrieks with joy and immediately starts playing with the dog. I could try Little Scamp, or I could just say, "Oi! You listen here!" Just shouting. Shouting seems to have worked. Chieftain, good old shouting. Chieftain Vlastibor attempts to suppress his giddiness. Well, your unconventional methods seem very successful. Young Jaramira is already showing signs of more discerning thoughts and ideas. Angles of attack, social courtesies, economics, marvellous work. Wild Merv Griffin. He really loves to kill. Really enjoys it. A brief smile passes my lips as I nod. It was all her. There we go. Consider that child tutored. We'd better have a party. Camp revelry. Let's plan a party. What are we having? Recreation, fireside chat. Let's have a fireside chat. Guest of honour? No one. We don't need a stinking guest of honour. Let's have lavish food and poor drinks. Everyone comes to parties for the food, don't they? Right? That's the most important thing. Quality food. Finally, we are all gathered, all supplies prepared, the fire crackling merrily in our midst. Life on the road can be a hard one. The festivities will be a chance for us all to relax and take our minds off the grinding quest for survival. All right, don't say it out loud. I'm trying to entice people to watch this. It means daily, a daily fun explosion, 10 till 2 UK time every weekday. A furore! My eyes prick up and I swivel to see a couple of my followers engage in a discussion with a woman stood beside a horse-drawn cart. Only the finest wares, she's proclaiming with a sly smile. I saw and heard your revelries from afar, and of course had to divert to offer you fine people a chance at procuring them. I want the big one. Oh, Vieira's sword. Prowess +2. One of these trinkets would be nice. Flying weapons and combat. Prowess +4. A book that gives me +4 prowess. Or I could gain responsible with money. Stewardship +1. Domicile income +10. Yeah, let's go for that. Let's go for the long-term gain. Sod off with your trinkets and your quality weaponry. Come on then, Golsum. Let's see if your mind is still sharp after all these days on the road. Oh, Henry the Riddlemaster's turned up. Oh, this is stupid Malusha, is it? Oh, no, I'm wrong. She's not stupid. She's just, not very good. I am easy to get into, but hard to get out of. What am I? Danger. Danger. Trouble. Trouble. I was right. Ah, it wasn't bed. It was trouble. Ah. Who doesn't love riddles? Oh, here we go. I see my stern followers turned into a gaggle of laughing children. What's causing this commotion? Oh, mistress. Oh, good. A fool. You're just lazy. Ah, Mistress Golsum, we finally meet. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Bratislav. Oh, fucking hell. Kill Jester. It's Jingle the Jester. A jester extraordinaire. Many a funny quip has passed through my funny lips. So don't be happy, don't be nervous. Jingle's here, at your service. Now that's patter theft. I once performed for the great High Chieftain Kosel of Balaton, but now I offer myself to you and your humour. Please go away. I do want to say please go away. But welcome, Bratislav. Welcome. Oh, good. We've got a capering fall. The fire sputters, its embers now merely glowing where they once roared. The revellers likewise begin to drift off towards their sleeping spots. A good time was had by all, but the hour has come to call the entertainment done. For now, a wonderful revelry it was too. Yeah, lovely. Okay, good. We've got a new friend. Right, Bratislav. What are you? A stooge? Yeah. Oh, Bratislav is a better stooge than Naramantis. Yeah, but probably not as funny. Bratislav is an all right bodyguard. Oh, I see. As soon as he joins the camp, he takes the jingle bells off, does he? He's fruitful and fertile and loyal. Okay. Head porter? No, okay. Simeonst is now our new caravan master. He reckons it'd be better than our current one. Okay. Oh yeah, I got some trinkets. Oh no, I didn't get trinkets. I didn't buy them, did I? We could tutor another child. It seems to be fairly easy money. Dobrovina gives me a curious but expectant look as we meet up for our first session. Tunga, it's your chance to shine, mate. Good. Oh, we're teaching her how to fight. And good old Tunga's been helping us with that. I'm so sorry about your dead wife, by the way, Tunga. Could seduce him. You can get married to Malusha the Honest if you like. Yeah, there you go. Happy to fix you both up. I just told a work colleague that I didn't have a preference about something. It was up to the customer, but I'm not going to spend my time on it. Every 3 months, a person's torn to pieces by a crocodile in northern Queensland. He didn't get it. Far right Australian politics, not one of his specialised subjects. I get so much clickbait with that horrible fucker now. It thinks I'm a massive fan of him. Oh, good. Eddie's really, really into the worst person in the world. Let's offer him plenty more of that. A brief look of confusion passes Dobraniva's face as she ponders where my assistant from our last session has gone. Little rascal, did you know that... Okay. Really do have a way with children. He is missing out. Don't want to be spending time on it. A perfect little son. What will you become, my child, and what shall I call you? Oh, he doesn't look very well, does he? What's wrong with him? Is he just a funny colour? Okay. Said he didn't care about sexuality. Let's have a quick look, shall we? Okay. I'll be honest. I'll be honest with you. In all honesty, Danish Peder, I don't want to be spending too much time on it. I'll have a quick look at. Let's have a look. What will you become, my child, and what shall I call you? Henry of Skalitz, I think. Obviously, we never ever talk politics on this channel. Let's have a quick look at the old Wikipedia. Let's have a quick look. Let's have a quick look. Bloody hell, that's an old picture. Let's have a look. Politics. Political views. Oh, okay. An agrarian socialist. What's an agrarian socialist? He opposes... Okay, I'll tell you what. He might be a racist, but he's not far right. I do stand corrected on that. He opposes privatisation and economic deregulation, strongly supports traditional blah, 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 blah. Political hero is Franklin D. Roosevelt. But he is citing him. Oh, okay. He describes himself as belonging to the hard left, citing his continuing membership of Construction, Forestry, Maritime, Mining and Energy Union. But very anti-abortion, opposes climate change, opposes controlling emissions. Strong advocate of wildlife management. Oh, of course he's a strong advocate of wildlife management because every 3 months someone's being torn to pieces by... Qatar has expressed alarm over the rising population of saltwater crocodiles in northern Queensland. He certainly has. Which has made swimming increasingly unsafe. A law that puts the value of a crocodile over human being is the definition of evil. He's really not a fan of crocodiles, is he? An opponent of tough gun control laws. He really likes his guns. Did an advert where he shot some people. Said some manky stuff about the Charlie Hebdo terrorist attack. Immigration. Yes. Supporter of the Proud Boys. When asked about his Lebanese heritage, he said, "Don't ask me that. It irritates me. I'll punch blokes in the mouth for saying that." Okay, I do. Okay, so I absolute LGBT rights. There are no. Oh, he said there are no homosexuals in North Queensland. He does not support same-sex marriage. Okay, well, I stand corrected on the far right thing. That was incorrect. But him being a horrible sack of shit.
I mean,
there we go.
People are entitled to their sexual proclivities.
Absolutely.
I mean, let there be 1,000 blossoms bloom as far as I'm concerned. But I ain't spending any time on it because in the meantime, every 3 months, a person is torn to pieces by a crocodile in North Queensland.
Is England getting better? Yes or no? That's a very broad question. That I would say the world is getting more intolerant and less safe, and England is no exception. If that answers that question, so if it's a yes or no answer, yes or no, I would say no, but no worse than any other country, and I would say a better than many other countries on earth. I would say socially, we are more liberal than other countries that are getting worse. Anyway, what was that about? Never discussing politics on the channel again. Henry of Scallett's Wains. Hey, look, we've got a new baby. We're celebrating a new birth. Little Henry of Scallett's. There we go. Okay. That was a nice little diversion. Just goes to show, doesn't it? You can have horrible sacks of shit on every side of the political spectrum. Every side is united by bastards. Dobroneva gives me an inscrutable look as we meet up for our next session. Servants trot back and forth in the throne room, and looking around, I identify plenty of opportunities to improve on the current organisation. Little Imp. Oh, hang on. All right, just a little longer, then let's commence. It was all her. There we go. That is another child successfully tutored. That's another child successfully tutored. Good, good, good. More money for us. Can we build anything else? All right, we've got a supply tent on the way. We're looking very wealthy. 3 for free. Another kid. An absolute natural at this. And nothing will ever go wrong. Little Imp, did you know? They love the Little Imp patter. The kids are here for the Little Imp patter, absolutely. What it is as well, questions like that, are things better now than they were? I often think about the 90s. I often think about the 90s, how if you were a white male, if you were a white heterosexual male, albeit one at an all-boys school with some very confused feelings that he's quite scared about and is going to take a couple of decades for him to come to terms with. If you were a white heterosexual male in the 90s were pretty sweet. And so white heterosexual males such as myself do look back on the 90s with quite a lot of nostalgia. I'm guessing that if you were let's say a red-headed dwarf Kazakh bisexual, your experience of the 90s are going to be a little bit different, and nostalgia won't stretch as far. So yes, everything's relative, isn't it? Mistress Golson, my leader, I've met the most fetching woman here. Oh, it's Bratislav. Hang on, didn't I pay Bratislav quite a lot of money to join our group? Or did he just come up to us? Anyway, he wants to run away with Dobramila, lisping Dobramila, the irrational blackguard. Well, if she's willing to run away with you, then no, she wasn't. And now he blames me. Now he blames me because his girlfriend left him. Honestly, I mean, you know, we will be meeting others. Budivoj gives me an inscrutable look. Oh, I think we'd better break out the let us commence patter. There we go. You don't remember bullying any bisexual ginger dwarves at a warehouse party? As I say, I don't know. I find me a bisexual ginger dwarf, and I'll ask them how the 90s were, because my sample is, I'll admit, quite low. I don't really have a wide enough sample base to come to any firm conclusions. As we convene, Budivoj tilts his head while I summarise the topic of our last session. Little rascal. Oh. Or we could just go with shouting. Oi! Chieftain Lubomir attempts to suppress his giddiness. Well, your unconventional methods seem very successful. As a mixture of name-calling, getting my husband involved, and shouting. It was all him. It was all him. So what's next? Uncover a secret. Flog talismans. Hired muscle. Handsome reward offered for swift, clean work. I mean, it does sound quite good. All right, fine, sod it. Discreet swords for hire, short posting, handsome reward, 64. Da-da-da-da-da. Oh, go on then. Go on then. You've got me tempted. It was the Little Imp patter that did it, yeah. My hook and my acquaintance will soon expire. What can we get for a hook then? Ooh. Get a men-at-arms regiment. Oh. We've gone too far away from him. Okay, never mind. Let's get on with our task. What's this? Oh, this is waving our muscle around. Oh, pardon. It was okay in the 90s to do that. It's not okay now. I mean, at least the 90s weren't the 70s. To be fair to us in the 90s, we did even then look back at the 70s as a, you know, a mankier time. Little did we know just how manky, but we had an idea. I do... This is a little bit of stealing Limmy's patter. My kids aren't into Stranger Things, But whenever we see any kind of the sort of modern vaporwave or any kind of, you know, retro 80s bollocks, where everyone's wearing these incredibly bright colours, pristine baseball caps, all the music sounds like, you know, all the music sounds like Vangelis. And I will always tell my kids that that was very much not... The 80s were brown and smelled of cigarettes. And leaded petrol. And there was dog shit everywhere. You don't get that on Stranger Things, do you? Really, the kids getting home from defeating the Demogorgon and then having to get a stick and dig out all the dog shit from the treads of their trainers, which was a regular chore. Back in the day, early evening is a time of intense... Oh, yes, you watched... You're up to 1998. So, brilliant. Okay, 1998. So did you notice that Neil, who is alive, Neil, who did not die, is now working for Liberal Democrat candidate Mark Oaten? Little does Neil know, but we know that the candidate he is working for in 1998, in a few years, will become famous for being caught carrying in his briefcase beshitted rent boys' pants that Mark Oaten enjoyed getting rent boys to shit in their pants, and he would then carry the shitted pants around in his MP suitcase with him. At the point in time in 1998 where Neil's working for him, presumably his suitcase is well, we were watching it. Sorry, this is well, I mean, what I've said really, but yeah, this is 45 Up, and one of the participants is working for Mark Oaten MP, and we were just watching it. I was thinking, Mark Oaten. Why do I know that name? My first thought, I thought he was the Tory MP who did the one everyone remembers, who was found with the Satsuma and the suspenders and the bin liner and the not breathing. Yeah, there was a Tory MP who did a David Carradine, who did a Michael Hutchins. The Satsuma did not, as it turns out, reinvigorate him. Oh, I thought that was Mark Oaten, but no, that was... He had a very funny name as well. The MP who died in a wanking accident. Oh, God. Now I have to look it up. Tory MP died wanking accident. What was his name? Stephen Milligan. Not a funny name, but that was his name. That's it. By the way, do you want your legacy as a politician that in 30 years' time, when someone types in Tory MP wanking accident, not only does your name come up, Google's AI... Oh, I know the Tory MP wanking accident you're talking to. Your death will be aggregated by AI for ease of finding. Good. Neil was an MP. Yeah, you've been trained. I've been trained on this. Yeah, it's all been. He was regarded as a rising star of the Conservative Party. Self-strangled during an act of autoerotic asphyxiation. Anyway, that's not Mark Oaten. I think Mark Oaten is still with us, sniffing his suitcase. Sorry. Anyway, that was a distraction. Let's get back to the game. Yeah. Oh, yes. So 1998. Yes. What's happening? What else is happening in 1998? As the cab driver. Oh, I can't spoil that. No, I can't spoil that. I love... I want to call him Brian. What's the boring fusion guy? His wife throwing that massive strop in 1985. Don't expect to see her again. She is very much not involved. Is it 1992 when he says, "Oh no, she's not going to talk to you, Michael"? No, she's not happy about you coming to the house in the first place. Really, some people's potty training was more traumatic than others. Yes, his missus does not return. But I will spoil one thing for you, Matt. You think you've lost the miserable Scouse boring fusion guy's wife, looked like Paul Stanley out of Kiss. Yes, she really did. Live to win. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. Live. Win. Live to win. Ba-da-da. Live to, I can't remember the lyrics. Yes, she did look like that. Anyway, a boring Scouse comprehensive teacher will be returning. I won't tell you which year he's returning, but he does come back because, in his own words, he's got a band to promote. And further spoilers, he will be getting a recording contract because he came back to the documentary to promote his band. So there you go. Anyway, enjoy. Yeah, good. I'm glad you're enjoying it anyway. Do brace yourself. Do brace yourself. Oh God, it's 2:00. I haven't even noticed. We haven't even met the Pope yet. Hang on, let's press on. Hello, Space Ben. Day by day, kicking all the way. I'm not caving in. Let another round begin. Live to win. Yeah. Live. Yeah. Win. That's it. That's the Paul Stanley style. I know. Early evening is a time of intense activity for the camp. People and supplies tossed this way. I'll play that on the recorder. Linger and appreciate the solitude. See you tomorrow, Space Ben. Are we working at the moment? Oh, we're doing some enforcing for Count Radomir. How far are we from Rome? I don't know. Oh, we got a far. Maybe I should leave Rome. Maybe I should leave Rome for tomorrow. It'll give us something to do in the morning, won't it? Maybe it's time. Let's finish off this stuffing up task, and then tell you what, ad people. I'll just run your ad now. Enjoy. And on the other side, oh, they've gone. No point talking to them now. They're watching Robbie Williams advertising cat food. I did see in Viz this month, it said when Robbie Williams in 1999 yelled upon signing his contract, "I'm rich beyond my wildest dreams," did his wildest dreams include flogging cat food 20 years later? Valid question. Live to win when you're down. Didn't he lose an ear, Paul Stanley? Don't look up and see if Paul Stanley lost an ear. No one cares. Paul Stanley ear. Oh yes, he was born with a congenital ear deformity, which left his right ear underdeveloped and caused him to be deaf on that side. He underwent reconstructive surgery in 1982, where cartilage from his rib was used to create a new ear, significantly improving his quality of life. Paul Stanley from Kiss had a synthetic ear grafted to his face in 1982. There we go. And it won't just toss me, queries my son, Masculinity Podcast, who is now taller than his mother, trying to keep the quaver out of his voice. Masculinity, master the horse or it'll toss you. I'm doing it, Mum, I'm doing it. Masculinity Podcast Waynes gained 40 opinion of me. Oh, that's very wholesome. That is very, very wholesome. It's funny the things that just linger in your mind. Like Paul Stanley had ear surgery. It's just, that's gone in at some point and just sat in my brain for a couple of decades. Seize the moment. Success. Wonderful job, Gulsum. The garden of Presperock is beautifully, blissfully silent, and I can rest a little easier at night. He tosses me a pouch of silver. Please stay with us next time you're passing through the area. Well, we are on our way. We are on our way to Rome to touch the Pope. So we might not be back. What I'm doing is, sorry, I was just seeing if Pretty Purple, make some motherfucking noise is online, because I might raid him if he's around, but he's currently warming up. So as we travel through the outskirts of Moson, we suddenly see a jovial woman in the distance, jumping, dancing and singing to herself. She seems like quite the character. Would you like to hear some of my songs about Cochal the Whore, of High Chiefdom of Balaton? Cochal the Whore. Who? Oh. Him. This guy's a whore. Okay. Yeah, absolutely tell me more about him. Oh, the secret is that he's a whore. Okay. Well, now we know. Now we know. Thanks for that. Look at your relatives, Alexander. Look at their occupation. Whore. Masculinity podcast. I will raise this child myself. Can we get... We can get a men-at-arms regiment from various... We could get gold. Oh, we've got loads of money. He was a whore. He absolutely was a whore. Contracts available. I think this is probably a pretty good place to leave it for today. We've got some hooks on some various people that we should probably exploit before we move on to Rome. We've got some contracts. Where are we? So we're kind of nestled in. I still want to say Slovakia, but it probably isn't. It's probably still Austria. And we are on our way to Rome. I think it's pretty certain that tomorrow morning we will have made our way to the papacy and hopefully touched the Pope. But for today, I think that is a pretty comprehensive day one. We've come a long way. Look at that. We travelled all the way from, where was it? It was here, wasn't it? All the way from here. Come all the way through, up through Kyiv, down this way, and here we are. What a lovely little journey. What a promising start to a good, long and successful season. Good. What it is, I was going to buy blackout blinds for this... I thought, no, I don't want to make this place too miserable, but it doesn't bode well for streaming. Right, okay. Paul Stanley, Live to Win. Live to win. Got it. All right, so thank you very, very much. Thank you very much for being so understanding about us starting a new season. A very strong start, I think. We've learned our lesson. We've learned not to grasp too quickly. I think we'll be remaining wandering adventurers for a while yet. And tomorrow morning, hopefully tomorrow morning, we will carry on our journey, and hopefully we will meet the Pope himself, whether it's Pope Leo the Unhot, or hopefully a hotter pope. Maybe we could even possibly kill a pope and force a vote of our very, very own. But from Eddie's Purple Arcade, it's a very good afternoon to you. Over on another channel, we have Ugit Stom, who plays loud heavy metal music. We will be going over and joining him very, very soon. But all that's left from us here at the arcade is to wish you a very good afternoon and see you all tomorrow at 10 o'clock UK time for the continuing adventures of, I've forgotten her name, of Gulsum Wayans of the Progressive Reformers. You'd like to say goodbye, but you're not going to spend any time on it. Very far left of you. Have a lovely afternoon, everyone, and see you all tomorrow. Oh, hang on. We don't have to hang on. You can go. But I forgot to type raid Ugit Stom. Right. Okay, good. A very good afternoon to you. Good afternoon. Let us down. I think most of that was gated out. Anyway, I hope you have a lovely afternoon. Enjoy the raid and see you later. Oh. Oh, I don't think I've... Oh, no. I think I've done the raid wrong. I think I have to do it this way. I look like a chump. This is really embarrassing. Working at all. I'm just going to have to turn it off. What an anticlimax. Oh. No, it's just not working. Bye then. See you later. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye.